Welcome to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Tonight's game will be Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. I was recently informed on Discord what the previous game, Dual Destinies, Bobby Fulbright's canon voice sounds like. Remember, canon voice Fulbright isn't real. Canon voice Fulbright can't hurt you. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we're live! I forgot to unmute the mic back to normal. We're live! How is everybody doing today? I see that Extemporaneous was once again here bright and early with a lurk and a random Transformers check. Thundercracker, who is bro? Oh, he's one of like the, he's one of the original from the very first season, the original series. He's like Starscream. He's one of his troops. He's a seeker, so he turns into a jet. Oddly enough, I find him a little bit unremarkable. Personally, he's got a lot of fans, but I love, for the longest time, one of my holy grails in my early days of Transformers collecting was they did a European release of the character in crazy colors. I've actually got, I did find him, I got him, but he's on the shelf over there, but I have what's called a third-party Transformer over here in those colors. So just check out the beauty of these colors, the greens and pinks and purples and blues and golds. I love it so much. And would you rather have $1 billion now or a penny today and then get double each day worth for the rest of your life? Double, yes, double, 1,000, yes, absolutely, because I understand how exponential growth works. And I know that within like a month or two at the most, I would have well over $1 billion. The only downside is because it keeps doubling, it would, within several months, just crash the entire global economy. Unless, what if, like, I hoarded the money? Would that still cause inflation if I was getting all this magical money, but not using it so it's not, like, disseminated? Could that create artificial scarcity of cash? Extemporaneous, I need to know! The game has concerns over economics. You know, let's load up the game, and then I'll read some more from Rukov here. Because everything's stuttering. Wait, is this the right one? Yeah. Turnabout Storyteller. That's where we're at. Rukov says, Logan Robo, genius billionaire, creates an advanced suit of armor after being captured by terrorists. He becomes Iron Man, fights villains like Loki, Ultron, Thanos, helps form the Avengers, and oh, that's like a spoiler there for Endgame. I guess you can spoil it, but I won't say that. So that wasn't Logan, that was Tony Stark. Well, huh? Wow! Holy cow! For some reason that notification showed up twice. Adernoke. Am I saying that right? Has followed. Thank you so much for the follow. If you're new here, I need to let every new person know two things. Number one, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Currently alternating between this, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice, and Persona 3 Reload. We just started the DLC for it on Tuesday. And I do read every comment in chat, so if you've written something in chat, I will get to it. Let me know what you'd prefer me to call you. And if I'm saying that right, Aderonke-ness? I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, but thank you for the follow. I don't know what I did already that would be worth a follow, but I really appreciate it. Oh yeah, and there Rukov was saying someday I'll get to tell the real story of Logan. I feel like the real story of me wouldn't be very exciting, Rukov. Weedle says, hey, what up, puppy kicker? How you doing, Weedle? How you liking Utah now? Says me right now. Oh, there we go. Says I'm going back to the hotel right now. Gonna eat pizza. I had next to nothing all day. The day Logan stream on time is the day he helped. The day he played Costume Quest 1 and 2. TBH, as he eats fun dip. Oh, that reminds me. I was thinking about this earlier. We're almost to spooky season again. It's almost October. We should probably do a poll on Discord, or I'll ask you here just informally. Do you guys want to have like another Spooktober, spooky game, spooktacular, other games starting with the prefix spook? I don't know what games we would play this time, because I feel like we did a lot of them last time. But do you guys want to have a Spooktober, spooktacular? Maybe if Slay the Princess's expansion DLC or whatever is out, we could do that. Oh, what?
They said they like the startup screen.
Oh!
Never trust a word out of my mouth, never again.
Wait. The new follower. Okay, I was like, wow, what a reason to follow somebody. But thank you so much, Vera, for the 10 bits. Even if it was lies and gaslighting. I just hope that, I should probably play the game so that our new friend doesn't regret that follow. But how are all of you? Rukov, Weedle, Vero, new friend Adaronke. I hope I'm saying that right. How are all of you? Let's play just a tiny little bit, and then I will read some more in the chat, because I know I'm already behind. We're 7 minutes into stream, and I'm probably like 6 minutes behind. So we have Owen here. He is Uendo's fourth. Crap, what was the right? I don't remember what the right word was. But anyway, Owen, here we go. So Owen's a 5-year-old child. So I think he's just gonna be like this then. Huh? What?
There are only regrets. Owen, I am going to bed.
Owen, I'm going to bed, because that's the character. But thank you so much, Rukov, for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Get some sleep, rest up. All the modding duties are squarely in Vero's hands now. But thank you very much, Rukov. You're awesome. I'm 5. You're 5 years old? Oh, those eyes. Oh, my heart. This poor child. Am I in trouble? Please don't yell at me. Oh. This poor child. So he's Uendo's 4th personality? I'd hardly think a child like him could have a motive to murder the victim. I don't know, maybe the victim didn't give him Lunchables. And even if he had a motive, could he have actually committed the murder? Well, I think we should believe in the go-get-it intuitiveness of 5-year-olds. That's a very good point. Owen does appear to be very timid and weak. Never say that to a child. No child wants to be called weak. Every child wants to be like tough and big, It seems the defense was hoping this hidden personality would be the real killer. Well, the killer's obviously going to be Gail Tornado, right? The clown girl, which is sad because I thought that she and Simon Blackwell would make a cute couple. But now that he is standing here before us, it is clear that none of Uendo's personalities can be the killer. Eek! Oh, where can I even go from here? Meanwhile, Simon Blackwell's like, stop acting like that. They can tell that you have no case. She-show, sniffle. I hope no one murdered him while I was gone. Oh, wait, I can't remember. Did we establish, does Owen also share memories with the other 3 or not? I can't remember. Owen, do you know something about what happened to your master? Come on, buddy. Oh, come on, buddy. Won't you tell Auntie Athena what happened? Try not scowling at him, first of all. Maybe give him some candy? A pat on the head? Oh, what a scary lady. Is Nora here yet? Nora, do you hate the small 5-year-old for calling your favorite character a scary lady? Anyway, gotta read some more. Weedle says, any day now, sigh. Day 9, avoid. I hear a puppy getting kicked, and I think it's going to stream soon. It says, hello, anyone here? Kicks dirt, gets them all alone. Just me in the void. Rukov says, yeah, you said this at 6:40, and Logan is scheduled at 7:30. We all know he means 7:40, because he is Logan the Lonely. But I think that just makes me Logan the Late. Insane. Weedle said, we all know. Rukov says, poor Logan, he tried so hard to keep people alive in his games. He tried so hard, he gets real far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter because Logan kills our favorite NPCs. He's like that lady from Murder, She Wrote. Okay, I know the actress is Angela Lansbury, but I actually don't know the name of her character from Murder, She Wrote. Is that bad? We just said puppy kicker is what it is called on the streets, but it's really just some dude that kicks puppies. Breaking news, a local puppy kicker has escaped the cage wherein now roam free in the Salt Lake City area. Oh no! Rukov says, at some point if you keep saying Logan is that, John Wick gonna get involved? Well, I don't know. I feel like as long as you don't kill John Wick's dog, I think that the whole thing was that it was his dog, right? Reminding him of his wife. It's not that like he's an animal rights activist, although maybe someday in a future reboot. We just said if he get a role in John Wick, that'd be so funny. I would love to like be in a John Wick movie, just have my character get his like brains blown out or something like that. Rukov said that'd be more funny would be if he was in a Transformers movie with how much he's told us he loves Michael Bay. You know, when the first one was coming out, they needed, you know, I'm not actually not gonna go. That's a whole long thing, but no. Well, there's Nora said, I'm literally so upset. Why are you upset, Nora? What's wrong? I hope we can cheer you up. I should play a little bit of game. What a scary lady. Oh, and a poll just appeared. Hang on, a poll appeared. What's the biggest challenge to pose to Logan? Child voice, not British. Dark mode. Say sesquipedalian. Sesquipedalian? Am I saying that right? Sesquipedalian. I'm gonna have to Google what that is. Not kick puppies or drink 15 fun dips right now. I do have 15 fun dips here because of the box graciously donated by Weedle. It's been a slow process getting through them, but I feel like as much as I love just straight sugar, I feel like that would be enough to make me vomit, like on the spot. Oh, and I just realized it doesn't even say child voice, not British. It says child voice, not British. You can't have him be British.
Well, he could be just like this, and he could be just like this instead. Just a little child voice. Oh, what a scary lady. I don't know what I'm...
So here, tell you what. Yeah, which voice do you want?
Do you want... Oh, no, what a scary lady.
That little British waif voice?
Or... Oh, no, what a scary lady. Oh, I'm so scared of that Athena Sykes.
You want the British or the non-British for this small child? Let me know. Let's see, Weedle says our chocolate shakes with vanilla ice cream instead. There is one restaurant in town I should let you know, Weedle. It's called the Belgian Waffle and Omelet Inn. It's out in the Fort Union area. They have chocolate milkshake. It's a really rundown restaurant, though. You walk in there and you feel like you might get hepatitis from some like drug addict in the booth over next to you, but they're really good chocolate shakes. Weedle says to Nora, what wrong? Rukov says, what happened? Nora said, I can't beat the 12th shadow in P3P and I'm going insane. It's been like half an hour, or been an hour and a half and I haven't gotten his health to half. Wait, which one is the 12th shadow? I can't remember, like what's the arcana? If you say that, I might be able to remember. But okay, let's play a little bit of the game. Also, I'm gonna make sure that the poll is popped open so I can see what?
A dime for the good cause of second child voice.
Oh, so you want him... You want him to sound like... You want him to sound like this. Just a little kid. Just, oh, what a scary lady.
So is that what we're doing? Are we bidding? Is it a bidding war? Are we gonna have... Can we auction the voice? So currently that's 10 bits in favor of non-British. Do I have 15 for British? If we go 15 bits, we're switching back to British.
Oh, what a scary lady.
I'm not scary. Look at Auntie's big smile. Tell me about your master, please. Pretty please with sugar on top. Look at the bags under his eyes there. Oh, the poll is done, and Dark Mode won with 67% of the vote. Queen Katie contributing 180 channel points. Okay.
Okay. Shisha was super nice. He always played with me. Just like a real grandpa. I love Shisha.
Athena, do you sense anything behind his words? I sense his sadness. Sadness so pure, it's heart-rending. But no Discord. Prosecutor Sadmati is right. Owen isn't the killer. Can we execute him anyway? I've always wanted to execute a child. And since this child's in an adult body, I feel like we could get away with that legally. But then, don't you find it odd? Wait, is it that it's only sadness? Only sadness instead of surprise? Because like I said, I can't remember. I feel like Owen doesn't share memories with the other three, right? That's what it sounded like, because the other three are asleep right now. They're passed out from drunkenness. Wait, but if they're passed out, then when they're awake, Owen probably does get their memories. Never mind, I thought I was being smart. Find what odd? Well, let's review what we've learned so far. Wendo rearranged the Karuta cards to pin the blame on Bucky. Well, that's because the original message implicated Owen. But Owen is only 5 years old and absolutely adores Master Tornado. Exactly. The other three personalities also have no motive for murder. If Owen isn't the true culprit, then the person who first laid out the cards probably wouldn't have been Master Tornado, so then who did it? Your defense! Did the appearance of Owen help you figure anything out? Yes, Your Honor. I now know who it was that first laid out the Karuta cards. I thought it was the victim, right? No, Your Honor. I don't believe it was. The one who first arranged the Karuta cards on the table was none other than... Can we say Simon Blackwell? Can we like... Because, maybe he misses prison. He was in there for a number of years. Maybe got used to it. Let's save, because I want to pick the wrong answers, because we learned the last couple of streams, that is more fun. So, the one who arranged the Karuta cards on the table is none other than... Uwendo's fifth personality! Huh? What?
Flash is better than Nanika Loki.
Oh, okay, that was 11 bits. The bidding war has resumed. So now we're back to British. So we got to have at least 12 or more in order to go back to non-British. Thank you very much. Oak, and Oak, how are you doing? Good to see you here. I will read some more in the chat, but I want to get to where we have some background music. If it's not the fourth personality, Owen, then it must be a fifth personality. And why would a fifth personality try to pin the blame on the fourth? They both inhabit the same body, after all. Well, psychology expert. It appears our psychology expert is run out of expertise. Review who rearranged the cards and their motives, psychology expert. I do have a name. I'll have you all know. And that name is my client. He's actually a murderer. My client is a murderer. Could it have been Wet Noodle number 3, the previous owner of Wet Soba? You do realize the old man has already kicked the bucket, huh?
I wanted to be a cheapskate and bet 11.5.
Oh, it's 20! All right, we're back to non-British. Okay, Wet number 3, that's not our client, that's the victim. I'm dumb. I thought we could accuse our client and be really bad lawyers. Okay, so now we're back to non-British. Thank you very much for the 20 bits, Vero. I can't believe people are actually going along with this bidding war idea. But thank you so much. And when we get some music, I will read some chat. I promise. Yes, for our new friend who followed earlier. Now you can see why I get so far behind in chat. This trend of giving wrong answers, I suggest you buck it. But it's how I get to see funny answers, Simon. Hey, was that an attempt at wordplay there, Simon? Oh, because he kicked the bucket, and this we got a bucket. Ha! Your baldness, do your duty swiftly now. Stab her in the stomach guts. Oh, yes, sure, with pleasure. Hey, I love violence. It isn't every day that the defense requests a penalty for itself. Eep! He's going to really let me have it later. I just know it. The one who first... Okay, because those were obviously the wrong answers. I was just doing that for funsies. We will reload now and pick the correct thing. Okay. And it's the true killer. Huh? I love that she's like, I have a name. It's whoever the real killer was. I believe the person who laid the cards out is the very person who killed Typhoon Tornado. let's see. Rukov says, at that point, it is time to step away and let your subconscious work on strategies. Nor with just question marks. Widow says, and Logan, have you ever seen me and Rukov in the same place? Just think about that. I have not. I mean, I could now because you both live in state. I could invite you both to an improv show and see which one shows up, or see when I talk to one, it's like, where's the other person? If that you have to like run into the bathroom to change or something. Rukov says, have some herbal tea, calm down, don't think about it. Your mind will still work on the problem and come back to it when you have let your subconscious work it out. If you fatigue yourself on trying it over and over without a break, it's less effective. Nora said, I took quite a break, but now I've returned. All right, how you doing? Says, I'm gonna lurk. I've finished this episode of Madoka Magica first. Thank you for the lurk, Ray. I still haven't seen it. I've heard such good things about it, and it is a Madoka. I always want to say Magica Madoka, but it's Madoka Magica. That's like, it's like the magical girl anime that everybody says gets like really dark or something like that. How is it? Excuse me, Nora says, how the frick frack patty whack do I kill this guy? Bonus points to the creativity with frick frack patty whack. Widow said, just get lucky. Hey, Bucky, there's Bucky with some dinos and Doritos. How you doing, Bucky? And Oak says, hi, how you doing, Oak? Quickita said, howdy, perfect timing. I literally just finished watching the first Persona 3 movie. How was it? I feel like, I don't know like how much stuff they'd be able to put into, because it's multiple movies, right? It's like 3 or 4 movies. I don't know how many. Like how, without giving spoilers for people who haven't played Persona 3, like how far into it does it get in the first movie, if you're able to say? Quickity says, oh boy, it was a fun watch. Oh, good. Nora said, the hang shadow is so annoying. I'm actually going to cry. Logan, help. Okay, I remember that there was something where we figured out that like we had to, I think we had to like kill his minions in order for him to like descend down so that we could attack him, right? I think that's what it was. Like we had to wipe out all of his dudes on the ground and then he would come down. And so what I think I did is I used the time when the minions were there to get my Theurgy gauges maxed out. Then kill them without Theurgies real quick. Then when he came down, I unloaded the Theurgies on him, I think. It sounds probably smarter than what I actually did. I really don't remember. Let's see, Quickita said, it started off very strong with someone pulling a P5 and falling into a train. This P3 movie went up to after getting Fuga, with a post-credit being, I guess, that feels pretty far. That's so good. And it says, also, Logan, today's stream is presented by my TV this time, since I'm sick lol, but it's fine. I was watching the movie on TV anyway, so seamless transition. Oh, you know what that means? Because how big is your TV? Is your TV big? Hang on.
Giant Logan on your TV. I'm so big.
Anyway, that amused me, but probably not anybody else. Okay. I should probably play some more. Let me read 2 more comments though. Nora says, double each day, I know this trick. Bucky says, I think you'd get along great with one of my mercs, Logan. He's also very into Transformer. Maybe, Bucky, define what a merc is? Because I've always heard merc as short for mercenary. And I worry if you have mercenaries at your disposal. But I do love me some Transformers. I need more money to be able to afford them. I'm like, until my next big paycheck comes, I've gotten so strapped for cash that I literally have, and I knew that I was gonna be strapped for cash the next little while, I literally have like 1 or 2 Transformers I bought like 2 months ago that I haven't opened. I've been holding on to the receipt because I'm like, what if I run out of cash and I need to return this to the store just to eat? It's so sad. Huh? What?
That's a big Athena on the big screen.
That is a big Athena on the big screen. That's a good point. Is that better? Which is better? Which is worse? Big Logan or Big Athena? And thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Okay, I should play some more of the actual game now. I believe the person who laid the cards out is the very person who killed Typhoon Tornado. How quickly you move on to a new target when your Owen theory proves false. That's how science works, bro. Have a hypothesis. You demonstrate it's false. You move on, find a new one. You Palunkanon. Gotta catch 'em all. I don't know what a Palunkanon is, but I know I am definitely not one. What a comeback. And before you start with the sermons, why don't you hear me out? Yes, let's hear the defense's reasoning. Please proceed, Miss Sykes. But if you are bluffing, I won't go easy on you. I understand, Your Honor. Now then, please recall the original crime scene. Who did the I keep on saying Karakuta. Who did the Karuta cards name when the scene was discovered? Let's see. I believe they implicated the defendant, Bucky Wet. That's right, but we then found out that the message originally read Owen 4th. You know, why are we not, like, asking Owen to testify? Like, why are we doing all this talk? Why aren't we just, like, saying, Owen, tell us, like, what the crime scene was like when you became conscious? Like, what did the cards say? What was the scene like? I feel like that'd probably be the most direct way to deal with this. Which implicated the young boy, Owen. Exactly, and the person who rearranged the cards was undoubtedly Uendo. Uendo may have kept silent, but we can be sure he already knew his master was dead. His tampering with the crime scene using the TV all but proves it. That's okay, in Japanifornia, you don't go to jail for crimes like tampering with crime scenes and perjury, because apparently everybody does it. It's very trendy. Oh, is he gonna spit his water? Hang on, I gotta start at water. Is he gonna spit his water? Nope. I confess, I tampered with the crime scene. The reason Uendo rearranged the Karuta cards and moved the TV was because he saw the Owen 4th message and was convinced Owen had committed the crime. So he thought a 5-year-old was a murderer, so who's the real bad guy here? Oh, Quick Katie said happy part 2 of the case, by the way, forgot to say that. How realistic do you think it is that we could maybe make it through the whole rest of the case tonight? Like, is the second half longer or shorter than the first half? Granted, we've already burned through almost a half hour while doing nothing, but still. And St. Quick Katie also says, if you ever need help, you know the passcode. And I'll grab the guide on my phone. It's potato, right? That's what I gotta say. Rukov says, welcome, Adoronke Nikis. I wish I knew how to pronounce that. Oak says, I'm working on a rough demo of a beat sampling Logan's Pirate Meow. But did you see that Magpie, I think it was Magpie, had like such a better way. I should have tried to do meow. Oh, by the way, for anyone lurking, on our Discord, Extemporaneous, who always posts daily national holidays, pointed out that apparently today is Meow Like a Pirate Day. So I tried going meow. What I should have done what Magpie did, which was nyar, because nya is like in Japanese media for, and it goes into nyar. So I dropped the ball there, but I hope that whatever you come up with is satisfactory. Oak Quick said, I'm still keeping an eye out for Slay the Princess update. I should hopefully get announced next week. Yeah, isn't there supposed to be like a live stream or something? Oak says, can no one? Queen Katie says, remember, if he was framed, someone framed a 5-year-old. Okay, does it count as framing a 5-year-old if the 5-year-old is not, because he's not literally a 5-year-old. He's literally how old is Uendo? He's literally a 28-year-old, and you're framing him. Like, Owen, it does exist within Uendo, but like, biologically speaking, Uendo is a 28-year-old man. But Owen is perpetually 5 years old, so it's like, does it count? I'm not saying it does. I'm curious. I want to know what you guys think. Oak said, can Logan do a child's voice without making them British? I want to hear his attempt. Oh, and Oak, I think you were the one that voted against that. Wait, hang on. How did it go? I think Vero gave 10 bits for non-British. Oak gave 11 to go back to British, and then Vero gave 20 back. So I think we're still at non-British. Nora said, Spook, you should play Fears to Fathom. You would love that game. One of the streamers I watched played it and told me about it, and there's apparently a character named Nora. I'm going to play the game on Snowy Winter Evening. I will write that down. I don't think I'm familiar with that one. Fears to Fathom. And then we should probably get back to the game at some point. Olivier said, that's the biggest challenge to pose to Logan. Nora said, all children are British. Bucky says, protect. Quick Kitty said, sweet Owen. Okay, let's play a little bit more. Right on, Prosecutor Blackwell. It would seem that Owen and the other 3 personalities don't share the same memories. Well, I think it was just that, like, they aren't privy to Owen's memories, right? Because Owen comes out when they're all unconscious. But shouldn't they be privy to his memories? Yeah, so, because if they are, then that means they shouldn't have suspected Owen. They should have known, oh my gosh, Owen saw it. Because I don't think that, like, I wouldn't worry that, oh my gosh, Owen did it. because these cards, I would think, crap, someone's trying to frame Owen. I gotta help this 5-year-old child out. But okay, we're gonna go with it. Apparently, none of the other 3 know Owen's memories and vice versa. But really, there's no 4th personality. It's just the 3 of us in here. Uendo feared that Owen had killed Master Tornado, so he tried to hide Owen from us. But it turns out Owen is but a 5-year-old child, incapable of hurting a fly.
I could hurt a fly if I wanted to. I could totally kill a fly. Not let it do anything, I just watch it die.
Did you guys, okay, I've heard, did you guys hear this? You know how flies will like clean themselves? You see them like, you know, rubbing their front legs together, their little hands, and like cleaning and grooming themselves. You've all seen flies do that. Did you know, I found out that apparently flies are like so delicate that occasionally it will happen that a fly will do that and accidentally decapitate itself. We'll just be like cleaning and cleaning and cleaning, and whoops, ripped off my head. And then apparently the fly like will try to like put the head back on or something. So messed up, let alone his beloved master. Huh? So naturally the culprit must be somebody else. And this somebody else, the true killer, tried to pin the crime on Owen. Hubba, so it's Bucky wet. Isn't that's the logical explanation. It's gonna be Clown Girl. I see, that does make sense. Okay, agree it's somebody else. Agree it's Bucky then. This is naught but conjecture, composed of half-truths and fantasy. Who then do you maintain murdered the victim? I believe Owen might know something about it. Yes, thank goodness. We're finally gonna do a cross-examination. Oh, why? Is there like a minimum age requirement for testimony? I refuse to allow such impromptu testimony, and from a 5-year-old, no less. Such a young child is incapable of producing anything coherent. But your desperation is disgraceful. You should realize when it is time to let it go.
I saw it. I saw Shisho getting... Oh.
Owen! You do know something, don't you?
Yeah. I saw Shisho getting drunk.
Actually, I don't think a 5-year-old would know what drunk is. I remember when I was like in early elementary school watching TV shows, and I think that I watched like I can't remember, it was a sitcom, and something was like a character was drunk, and I did not understand what the heck was going on. Oh my, is this true? If so, we must have Owen testify immediately. Don't you agree, Prosecutor Sidebody? It's all right, Owen. You go ahead and tell us what you might know. Yay, we made some poggers. Witness testimony, I saw it. All right, let me read some more in the chat, though. I dread to think how far behind I might already be. You know, we're 34 minutes into the stream, so I can't be more than 34 minutes behind, right? Oak says to Nora, don't accuse me of being British when I was younger. I was never British that you know of. Even America used to be British, Oak. You wouldn't know it by looking at her now. Nora said, yes, you are all children of British. Oak said, never accuse me of such a wretched thing. Widow said, I feel so early to have a Logan stream to be at TBH. Well, time zones, man. Time travel. But I would say maybe you'll get used to it now, because like, But I should ask, how are you liking like Utah now as your permanent home? Magpie! Said Magpie's here. Chris is streaming, so I was late, but I realized I can dual stream one stream on phone. Nice! Is that native to Twitch, or is it through like multi-Twitch or something like that? I did see right as I was going live that she was live playing Ghost Trick, and I was like excited. I'm like, oh, that's a game that I have played. I should be able to pop in, but I was running late, as you can tell. But how is her stream going? Nora said British people don't exist, and all children are British. So according to one of my math properties, children don't exist. I think that's what you call the transitive property of math. That if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. Nora says, oh, Athena. Oak says to Nora, that's an acceptable conclusion. Nora said, why you call her scary? She's very nice and amazing, I promise. You can be nice and amazing and still be scary. I'm just saying. Magpie says, how far behind is Logan in chat laughing? Queen Katie with the timestamp, 11:21. I am almost 25 minutes behind. Wow. Nora said he's reading the very beginning. Magpie says, yeah, somehow I'm still like, it's gonna be like 20 minutes before he gets here affectionate. Joke's on you. It was 35 minutes. But I got there. Vera said, pull up. Weedle said, I don't know what to pick. Oak says, Weedle, you have to pick Puppy Kicker. And Queen Katie redeemed Hydrate. Thank you. I will hydrate right now. Thank you, Queen Katie. That is very dangerous to do. You guys almost got me doing the actual spit take that he was doing. Not as bad. There's like sometimes where it's like kind of gone up into my nose. That wasn't as bad as those. But that was very close. Dangerously close. I gotta be careful when I see a hydrate command. I should probably just like chug water real fast and then say thank you for the hydrate. Nora said, someone dare me to drink 15 fun dips at once. Don't! Buggy said, British can't be real, right? Oak says, I have to. Weedle says, to Oak, I have to. Oak says, Logan, you have to make up a child's voice that isn't British or Nanako right now. Isn't British, so like, well, give me like a springboard to jump off. Give me like a concept for this child then. We'd said, oh, sound horrible, I'm going to go someday. Cricket said, the big balloon dude in the sky, the one Nora is fighting. We'd said about to go eat at White Horse in like 1:30. I don't even know where that is. Hang on, I gotta look this up real quick. I promise lurkers, I will be back to the game. I need to find out what White Horse is like. I've lived here since I was little. I know I wasn't born here. I was born in California. But White Horse. White Horse, Spirits, and Kitchen. Oh, there's like, is there 2 locations of it? There's like 3 locations listed, but they're all within 1 mile of each other. So I'm guessing that's like all the same thing. Okay, hey! I know what part of town you're gonna be in now. Yay. I've never been there before. And Nora said, yeah, look, she's no scary. Vera said, everyone likes the second child voice. No betting. Weedle says, minutes. Oh, 130 minutes. I thought that was like an hour and a half, the 130. Okay, let's play.
Shisha was standing with a knife in his hand. Blood was dripping onto Shisha's face, getting it all red. I couldn't move at all.
Why was Owen too scared, or was Owen actually restrained?
I was so scared I passed out.
This is eyewitness testimony from the moment of the murder. No, this sounds like the moment after the murder. TBH. Owen, can you tell us anything else about what you saw?
I was so scared, Sniffle. Oh, so scared, Sniffle.
Owen, stop sniffling. Just blow your nose. His emotions are spiraling out of control. Something must have really frightened him. Is he all right? I don't know what kids are like. I wasn't there for my own children. His emotions are running wild because he's trying to recall something frightening to him. I recommend a therapy session right away. I see, yes, please do whatever you can to help the boy. I don't give a crap. Will do, Your Honor. I better find the cause of these out-of-control emotions pronto. Oh, Carissarella! Oh, I was just talking about you with Magpie a second ago. Raided with a party for fear. Can we please do a shout-out for Carissarella? Hopefully, we'll see if Twitch Guru needs to be, like, reset again or not. I was trying to get in the habit of resetting at the beginning of each stream because it's been giving us problems. I forgot to today, so let's see if Twitch Guru works properly or not. Hey, Dad! Oh, it's Emma Sky.
It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are.
Oh, it's from Rise from the Ashes.
Famous defense attorney Mia Fey. Do I look like?
Well, I mean, maybe a phoenix kind of cinches in his waist a little bit to accentuate his bosom. Maybe he could pull it off. But how was your stream? How was your stream, Chris Orell? Here, let me scroll all the way down to the bottom here. There's Chris Rell saying, hiya! Aw, thank you. Yeah, because I saw, like, right as I was going live that you were playing Ghost Trick, and I was like, oh, I could, like, go in there now because I have actually played that game, but I was running behind, so I wasn't able to. How was Ghost Trick? Oak says, hi. There was a shout out. Magpie says, hee. I was dual wielding streams. Vex, how you doing? Says, oh, heck yeah. It's the Uendo case. I am loving the like non-main storyline cases in this game. I loved Magical Turnabout. I'm loving this one. They're bonkers in the best possible ways. I'm loving it. So I take it you're a fan as well? Vex Vera said, oh my gosh, she's so tiny. I know she was just a little thing back then. Chris Arell says, lol. Quigeta said, we just got to the second half of the case, so shush, no spoilers, y'all. Chris Arell said, it was really good. I was playing Ghost Trick. Oh, it's okay. I got to help Jowd session in Ghost Trick. Oh my gosh. What was the session that I struggled so hard with? It was one of the bits at the prison. Actually, there were a lot of parts that I struggled with. I think it was the one where it was all dark, and actually, I'm not going to say in case it's a blind playthrough. I've probably already said too much that at some point it gets dark. Forget that. It never gets dark. Why would it ever get dark? I'm so sorry. I shouldn't mention that it was dark. But welcome, Raiders. If there's any new people who have not been to the community, because I know Chrisarella has brought her community over here before, which I really, really appreciate. So if there's anybody who's new, however, I should give you the rundown. Our schedule, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice, and Persona 3 Reload. We just started the DLC episode, I Guess the Answer, on Tuesday, so it's exciting stuff there. And I do read every comment in chat. I just sometimes get way behind. I'm about 20 minutes behind right now. So when I scroll up in just a minute, it's going to be a while before I say hi to y'all again. T-Vex says, I'm doing great, but that's irrelevant. Chronic pain, oof. Not the chronic pain. Oh, Chris Rell said, that's where I am. Magpie says, that's the one. Quigeta said, I hate that part. Chris Rell said, no, I'm here, laughing. It's that, yeah, says Vex. And Quigeta said, I hated that for that section. Chris Rell said, yeah, Ace Attorney streamers gotta stick together. Yeah, respect. Pound it. Pound it right there. Pound it. But yes, okay, I do have to scroll back up, but it's so good to see you, Chrisarella, Vex. Magpie was already like popping in here before. Anyone else who might be here with the raid as well. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Y'all should go check out Chrisarella when she's playing games that you have played. I feel bad because like I do want to join in for some more of your streams. I know I popped in at least once or twice before, but it's like you're usually playing games that I haven't played yet. I'm sorry, but okay. I'm looking forward to hearing more about Ghost Trick. So is this a blind playthrough? What do you think of Ghost Trick so far? Okay. Anyway, back to the actual game. I better find the cause of these out of control emotions pronto. Beep. Boop. Why can't she just have like a laptop or a tablet like a normal person? I hope everything's like drawn in crayon in these memories. What? Oh, it's not drawn in crayon.
Well, Shisha was standing with a knife in his hand.
Okay, that's the knife that's used for making the noodles, right? So that's fine.
Well, blood was dripping on Shisha's face, getting it all red. Well, I couldn't move at all. I was so scared. I passed out.
Oh crap, I was supposed to pay attention to the emotions. Poor kid, he's absolutely terrified of something. Hey, look at that, Black Will is experiencing empathy. Good for him. Whatever it is, it might be the root cause of his out of control emotions. I better take another careful look at the images. Okay, so I'm supposed to probe onto something that doesn't make sense. Is that how this part works? I think. Let me save. Because when the emotions are out of control. We just barely did this last stream, but that was like several days ago, so I don't recall. So Shisha was standing with a knife in his hand. Blood was dripping onto his face, getting it all red. Couldn't move at all. I mean, I feel like it's gonna be either the knife or the blood, because like we don't know where the blood is coming from his face. When we see this picture, he's like standing up and he's fine. So let's try probing about the face. Let's try asking about the face. The blood on the face. Probe. Got it. Oh, did we? Did we get it? I just don't think it's blood. I think it's like sauce. I think that he was killed after Owen passed out.
Oh, yeah, blood was dripping on Shisha's face.
Blood? I don't remember seeing any blood in the crime scene photos. Wait, have we been able to tell? Because his face was face down in a bowl of nudes. How am I supposed to know if there's blood on that face or not? It's submerged in a sea of nudes. As I expected, all we managed to obtain from this child is a tale he dreamt up. Ernke! I guess it's a little weird for blood to drip onto the victim's face if he was standing up. Unless it dripped down from the ceiling or something? What do you think, Simon?
I don't know. Why you asking me? I'm a prosecutor.
Owen's one confused and upset kid right now. So who knows how accurate his memory is? Maybe it's time for that thing instead. Like right here in public, Blackwell? Huh? What thing?
That thing you and your cohorts do.
Bluffing? No, we are not good at anything. We just fake it.
What do you call it? Rotate your thinking about? Turning down the up and down. I don't know. Roundabout? The song at the end of the first season of JoJo?
Oh, you mean turn your thinking around?
Yeah, oh, whatever. It's the same thing either way. I don't give a crap.
No, it isn't! Who's ever heard of rotating? You're thinking. Rotating. Ha! I mean, rotate is... Oh, hey, wait a minute. It's a synonym. Crap, never mind.
What?
You know what, Simon? In this case, I think rotate might just might work perfectly after all. I hate it when this... Okay, this is like something I hate in fiction, where somebody happens to use a word, they're like, wait a second. But let me guess, he wasn't standing up, he was laying down or something like that, right? Oh, and there's a pin message. Pinned by Vero, written by Queen Katie, said, fun parallel. Athena was also teeny tiny when she testified in court. Oh, so she's basically reliving it here with Owen. Oh, crap. Oh, not only that, but Owen said that, like, his Shisho, the victim, was basically like a grandpa to him. So there's probably some, like, paternal love in the same way that for Athena, it was her mom. Oh my gosh, that's really sad. I didn't even think of that, but holy crap. I gotta read some more in the chat, though. Nora said, she's just a little cutie patootie who's really amazing. Quickity said, Logan, don't make me tap the child counter. Well, I don't think we're gonna get a child executed in this game. In this one. Would have said to Quick Katie or the puppy kicker count too. Oh, Owen is not a puppy. Let's see. Bucky says, a lawyer is so good he can't talk a speeding ticket into the death penalty. That kind of reminds me of, any of you guys ever watch Better Call Saul? His whole thing where, never actually, it'd be a spoiler for an early episode, but yes. We just said, just found out the White Horse is a bar, so yeah, it is. Ew. Well, Weedle, are you like old enough to go into bars? Don't they like check your ID at the door or something like that? Quickity says Simon knows. Bucky says can. See, Quick 80 said he knows we've been fooling around. Weedle said to Quick 80, what does he say? Magpie says, Simon says Sans Undertale sees you resetting the game so you can fool around. One of these days, I finally do need to go back and finish defeating Sans in that genocide run. I beat the other two runs. I never defeated Sans. Huh?
Better Call Saul is literally the best show of all time. I love BCS.
Okay, I will say, thank you for the 10 bits. Oh, thank you so much. I love Better Call Saul. I would actually maintain that Breaking Bad is a better show, to be honest, because I feel like Breaking Bad was a bit more focused. Like, Better Call Saul is a really, really good show, but it does have like some slight issues. Like, you watch the first season and you realize at that point, I don't think they decided yet how long they wanted the show to be or what exactly they wanted it to be about. And so, whereas with Breaking Bad, I got the feeling they kind of had somewhat of a roadmap a lot earlier on. So there was that. However, it is good. It is, Better Call Saul is great. Saul Goodman is like probably my favorite side character in Breaking Bad. What's good about Better Call Saul, though, is that it's a bit more rewatchable. As much as I do think Breaking Bad may very well be the best TV show I've ever seen, it is so emotionally draining watching that. I'm in no hurry to ever watch it again because it's like, I don't know if I have it inside of me to experience those emotions to such a heightened, raw extent again, but oh, such a good show. But yes, Better Call Saul is really good though, still. But oh my gosh. Anybody else here ever watched Breaking Bad? I feel like the concept is so weird that it almost like discourages you from watching it. Because you've probably heard of what it's about. It's about a chemistry teacher who's diagnosed with cancer and he can't afford treatment. And so he starts making and selling meth, like drugs, in order to afford his cancer treatment. And then it's all about his downfall after that. And it's amazing. And like, I feel like when I heard that, I'm like, I don't want to watch a show about a chemistry teacher with cancer making drugs, but it's so amazingly good. Anyway, Weedle says you could just invite me any time, any day. I'm not in the middle of school or important. Well, Weedle, who's the first person you're going to hang out with there in person? Is it going to be Beowulf? Is it going to be Rukov? Is it going to be Clam? Quickie said, Weedle, he knows we're on a trend of wrong answers all. Nora says, Thayer, what now? Oh, crap. In P3P, do you not have Thayer cheese? Was that new to reload? Oh, I didn't even think about that. Quickie said there's 6 Persona 3 movies. 6 Persona 3 movies, I think. At that point, just make it a series. Either that or 4. All I know is the second movie came out in 2014, and the last one came out when P5 came out. That seems surprisingly late, because I feel like the original game is a lot older than that. Oak says, Bucky says, attack on Robo-Man. Why are you attacking me? Quickie said, oh no, not the large Logan. Oh, it's when I got big. Oak says, scary big Logan. Eglin says, hello. Hey, Eglin, how you doing? Eglin, how are you doing? Are you satisfied with, because past won the Splatfest, right? Was that acceptable? Have I already asked you if that was acceptable? I still think future would have been the best, but at least present didn't win. Right? Quickie said he's too big and high def. Is there ever such a thing as too big of Logan? Eglin said, I'm sick right now. No, so I got the rest of the week off. Okay, having time off is good, but make sure you're taking care of yourself. Eglin, rest up, get plenty of fluids. Make sure that, check to see what your temperature. Actually, I don't know what kind of cold you have. I'm not a doctor, but take care of yourself. Bucky says, we're armed and deadly. You mean you and your mercs? Bucky, are they actual mercs? Ray says, well, finished Madoka Magica. Now time for the sideshow, which is longer than the actual show in 3 movies. I do need to watch that. Is it streaming on either Crunchyroll or Netflix or something like that? Okay, I should play some game. You know what, Simon? In this case, I think rotate might work perfectly after all.
Come again? I haven't been paying attention to half of what you say.
All I have to do is rotate things by 90 degrees. When he saw his master, Owen must have been lying on the floor doing a handstand, pressed flat against a wall. Because our hit point meter is up, we will save. But I think it's that he was laying down, right? And that makes sense. And so then if it looked like that, Taifu Tornado, there we go. I keep forgetting his name. If it looks to him like he was straight up and down, like in that image, then he'd be laying down. So he's lying on the floor. Owen must have been lying on the floor when he witnessed his master's murder. Wait! Lying on the floor? Is that an option? That's the conclusion I arrived at when I rotated my thinking by 90 degrees. Right, Blackwell? Right, Simon? Right, Simon? Simon? Which means that all of the visuals in my matrix were off by 90 degrees. And... Huh? This means Master Tornado was also lying on the floor, which solves another mystery. And which mystery is that? I'm just tired of it. I checked out of this case ages ago. The mystery of how blood could have been dripping onto the victim's face. It becomes much easier to imagine how that could happen if he was lying down. Like someone bleeding onto Master Tornado from somewhere up above him. Oh, okay. So we're saying that somebody else was injured during the murder and the blood wasn't Tornado's blood, but it was the culprit's blood? Hang on. I gotta take a look at that in the court record. If we check out Gail Tornado. Oh, you know what? Oh, what do you want to suppose? What do you want to bet? Her nose is probably all sliced up underneath the fake nose. If she pulls that off, it's gonna be a big old gash, and that's where blood poured out. Because I feel cuts on your face especially bleed like crazy. So what do you want to bet? There's a big old cut underneath that schnoz.
I remember now, somebody was sitting up on top of Shisho and kept rhythmically moving back and forth a lot, making noises and saying, oh baby, but there was no baby.
Okay, we went down 30% at least. So trying to recall his master's bloody killer is what spooked Owen originally. The blood that stained the victim's face red came from the person sitting on top of him. What, huh?
Or The red nose is the blood.
Oh!
Make Shishi wear a clown nose.
Why? Why do we have to make him? Oh, Shisho wear. For some reason, I thought I misheard that as Uendo in my brain. For some reason, like Owen. It's like, oh, you see the blood thing, wear the bloody nose. Okay, that makes a bit more sense then. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. Yeah, so maybe her clown nose is originally translucent, like a little crystal ball type of thing, but is filled with blood. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that, Vero. The blood that stained the victim's face red came from the person sitting on top of him. The victim was holding a knife, so he likely nicked his attacker while he was fighting back. Okay, so hang on. So I got to take another look at the old crime scene photo then. So the knife, oh darn it, part of the knife is out of the frame. I wanted to see if there was like blood on it. I mean, there is still some of the powder on it, but okay. Wait, maybe at a different angle we'll be able to see it. No, darn it. Okay. This means his assailant was injured on their face somewhere, like the forehead, perhaps? Assuming the victim and his attacker were face to face, then yes. Wait, hang on. We're gonna take a look at our. Oh crap! He's got a bandage on his forehead. Well, I see. So that is what happened. But if I recall correctly, the accused has a fresh bandage on his forehead, does he not? It could be from anything. Maybe he's got a pimple. Maybe it's a hickey. Maybe he's got a girlfriend that just really loves eyebrow play. Like sucking on his eyebrow. Just until it's all like bright red and he's like, oh, I'm so embarrassed that I gotta put a bandage over it. Is that a thing? Are there people out there into eyebrows? See, Oak says, I'm at the part in the Persona VODs where Logan just got the new chair. Yes, it's this new chair, so I don't have to like lean forward. Oh my gosh, it's so much better. I loved my old chair before it broke. In fact, I think I actually preferred the ergonomics of my old chair before it broke, but when I went back to the same store, it was no longer on sale like this. And this one's also a little bit smaller, and so it fits under the desk a little bit better. Eglin says, also, I joined D&D Club and made a whole new D&D character. Oh, Eglin, you gotta share, because I love your D&D characters. Still need to write lore, but I did the art of her, and I'm super excited. Can you share in the Discord? Is it another, like, bread bowl or something? It's an all guys table besides me and my character, so it's gonna be fun. There we go, I just had to breathe for a second. That's awesome, Eglin! Speaking of art, by the way, I decided that I'm going to post the ribbon Akihiko art on Monday when I do the schedule, like the line art for it, so that everybody can have the same starting point. We're gonna give you all a week to do the contest of coloring it. Does that sound fair, everybody? And Nora with a clip. Wow, I feel like Nora doesn't clip too often. So let's check out Nora's clip. Let me load this one up in the clip viewer. This clip from Nora is titled... Sorry, it started for a second there. It's titled Rah! In all caps. Also, it now says I'm 34 minutes behind, so I'm getting farther behind. Be big. Hang on.
Giant Logan on your TV. I'm so big.
Anyway, that amused me. Oh, darn it, that took away the clip viewer. I forgot the clip viewer wasn't there. I thought that I would just go there and have the clip, like, smaller on there. I'm so sorry. I thought that'd be funny if there was a giant Logan next to the slightly smaller giant Logan. But I forgot. That screen doesn't have the clip viewer. I am so sorry. But thank you so much for the clip. I appreciate that. It only cut off the very tail end. And Nora said, oh, it worked. Queen Kitty said Athena later on telling Apollo and Nayuta, calling her a palunka. Whatever he said, Apollo just flabbergasted because he should know the meaning. He's like, so when he said palunka, was he using like a hard K at the end? Because I don't know if that's really appropriate for him to be using that word. Magpie says there's so much untapped potential in Apollo knowing Kuranese. I feel like Apollo and Athena should travel overseas to join Phoenix for the next chapter, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. But at least we got Maya back. Oak says, I think Athena is the secret killer. I know so much about these games. I think, you know what? Oak, she was already accused once in the last game, so why not again? Queekity said, let me check the guide right now, actually. Magpie says, I think there's a reasonable chance you committed to it, lol. A chance if you committed to it, lol. Said, hee, it was me. We're talking about the cat, pirate cat stuff. Nora said, some bug was just flying around and hit me in the eye. I'm scared. Don't be scared of the bug. your eye is probably more dangerous to the bug than the bug is to you. Magpie says, I said, Nyar. Quickity said, we have five testimonies left. 3 are sadly mood matrix. Okay, so those count as testimonies. So we did one of those. No, we're still doing the one. I think we're still doing the one mood matrix. So who knows? Oh crap, we're already an hour into stream? How is that possible? Okay, let's play a little bit more here. But if I recall correctly, the accused has a fresh bandage on his forehead, does he not?
Why are you looking at my eyebrow?
That injury of Mr. Wetz is conclusive evidence that he committed this murder. Not necessarily, like, we're making too many assumptions here. Why not ask him, first of all, how did you get that injury? And he works at a place with presumably coworkers. You can say to him, like, hey, yesterday before such and such time when the murder took place, did he already have a bandage on his head? I mean, who knows what'll happen, but I'm just saying you're jumping to conclusions, Nayuta. Why?
Hubba. Kill him because he wore a bandage.
You know, maybe it's just like a fashion accessory or something. It seems you have dug yourself into a pit you cannot crawl out of. No! Even though I figured out the reason for Owen's out-of-control emotions, all I did was raise further suspicion against my own client. What do I do now?
Be a good lawyer for a change. You suck. What's the matter? You aren't thinking of throwing in the towel, are you?
But it looks so bad for Bucky. I mean, he had both motive and opportunity, and he's a drunk. He's a drunk. Simon, can't you just eat lunch somewhere else? Plus, he has that injury on his forehead.
Your Honor, I sense that the defense is finally ready to let it go and move on.
Well, Miss Sykes, I understand that you don't want to give up on your client, but I won't allow you to prolong this trial without a good reason. Hubba.
Well, that lawyer did her best, but all the signs point to the defendant's guilt.
Maybe it's time she gave up. She tried everything she could.
At least they think she's somehow good at her job. I really don't want to back down, but... Silence! Pep talk from Blackwell! Time for some tough love!
Athena, are you having doubts about Bucky's innocence?
Is he gonna, like, talk about how that would be against Phoenix Wright's wishes? Okay, let me read some more in the chat. Whittle says, oh, I had a dream about a game. It was a first-person platformer, but the gimmick is when you blink, you teleport to where you were looking. I even remember the name Blinker Fluid. That's actually pretty cool. I don't know how you would need like to have like a VR headset and have some way of it detecting when you blink. Unless it's just like in the game, maybe it happens periodically and you can like hold down a button to try and like hold it off. But I feel like that's actually, there's a concept there that's actually pretty good. Blinker Fluid. Ray says, ooh, does Owen have DID? Oh, right, yes. Owen, the actual name of the collective of all four is Uendo. And yes, there's Uendo, who's a Rakugo performer, which is like a stand-up comedian who sits down in Japan. You've got, oh crap, is Kisegawa, I think? A courtesan. Patches, a clown, and Owen, a little boy. Oak says to Ray, I think so. Cricket said Owen.
Look at this cool fly zapper she got me.
Oak says, I still don't know how Ace Attorney works. You know what, Oak? I think you've been here like twice. I think you got the gist of it. You basically know enough about lawyering to pass the bar at this point. Katie says, yep, Owen is one of 4 alters. Ray says, that's cool, but all DID media I've seen about is about murder. Okay, well, this was actually pointed out last time. One of Magpie's friends, Panda, was talking about how it was kind of a nice reversal on the trope of the DID patient. Is that the right word? Being a murderer. How this is like the reverse of that. Quickity said yes, but this is a twist because they're not the killer. Nora says Uendo does, and Owen is one of the alters who's only there when Uendo is out drunk. Eglin says, has anyone else seen the video of a guy getting so annoyed at a fly that he just casually snips the legs off of it so it can't land? No! Oh, that is evil. I mean, I think it's okay to kill bugs, to squish them. I'm not happy about torturing them though. And Magpie says, Uendo is the anti-murder altar. Wait a second, I'm sorry. That a 5-year-old? The kid is that? I'm thinking Toilet Duck. I will save right now. Okay, well, Weedle, it's actually a grown man, but right now his brain pan is occupied by a 5-year-old. Nora said, yes, he's 5. Quickita said, Owen.
I see dead people.
Magpie says, yeah, Uendo is 28, but his current alter, Owen, is 5 years old. Quickita said, whoever gets my reference is a goat. Well, yeah, it's from Sixth Sense, right? The M. Night Shyamalan movie with Bruce Willis and, who was it? Was it Haley Joel Osment? Was that the little kid who later went on to play the voice of Sora on Kingdom Hearts? Who saw dead people? Magpie says, there are people who don't get it. Am I old? That's what I was thinking. It's like, I thought that was really well known. It's like saying, like, you know, Luke, I am your father. Even though Darth Vader didn't say, Luke, I am your father. But yeah, because it's Star Wars. Has the Sixth Sense dropped out of the public consciousness? Are you having doubts about Bucky's innocence? I wouldn't say that. It's just...
Do you remember what you said to Bucky earlier this morning?
So bright white. There we go. I mean, you believe me, ma'am? Of course. No matter what, I'll believe in you to the very end. Simon, I'm a liar, and he's drunk. He's probably forgotten it.
Were those just empty words?
Yes! Oh, of course not. It's just that all the cards are stacked against us.
Are you still stuck on that line of thinking?
Whoa! What are you doing? What are you doing, Simon? Why are we so close? Why are we so close? Are we? Is this really happening, Simon? Or it's so sudden? Are we gonna kiss, Simon? Oh, why? Why the tomcat? I don't think we've ever seen anyone do this before. I didn't even realize this was an option. This was something that could happen. Okay, so Simon he's grabbing us by our lapels. Wow. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat though. Weedle says, that's so dumb, that is Ace Attorney for you. Nora says, yeah, a transitive property. We're learning about math properties in math. Well, I'm glad you're learning about math in math. I enjoyed most of math. Here's the thing, in high school, I loved learning the concepts of math, but I hated doing the homework for math because so much of it was busy work. It's like, I understand how to do all this. I would just hate having like a homework assignment was like, here's 75 problems that you just gotta do the same thing over and over again. It was kind of monotonous, but I guess practice was good. The only thing I didn't like was statistics, but we've talked about that before. Whittle says, still not moved into my apartment yet. I'm moving in tomorrow and doing stuff all day, so it's amazing. That's right, because he mentioned that you were staying in a hotel now. I hope it's a nice hotel room. Quickity says to Weedle, it's a real thing, though. Apparently young alters like Owen are called littles. Nora said, quote, joke's on you. It was 35 minutes, lol. Quickity says, angel. Nora says, lol. Ray says, I was behind too much I couldn't know. Laughs maniacally. Bucky says, yo, Cali gang, let's go. That's right, I was born in La Jolla, down by San Diego. So I actually still have like a lot of family out in California. Part of why I was often able to afford to go to San Diego Comic-Con. Couldn't this past year. Quickgator said, man, I wish my phone keyboard wasn't so small. I make more mistakes than on my old phone. Oak says, try to make a voice for Owen that isn't Nanako or British.
Well, I'm trying to give him more of a nasally type of a voice.
That's very similar to Nanako. I don't have as much range with women and children, I guess. Magpie says, Carissa raid incoming! Oh, that means I almost got to where the raid is. Ray says, I also made my significant other watch Madoka Magica, and they're like 3 episodes behind, so I get to watch as they go through the show. I do need to watch it. I just need to find the time and the proper streaming service. Kukita says, oh, that was pinned earlier. There was the raid. Carissa's chaotic community is raiding through. Eglin says, at some point, the kid voice just sounds like Ethan Nestor in EF mode. Hang on. I gotta look up this. This is Ethan Nestor. Oh, I've seen him before. He's a YouTuber. Okay. I just didn't know his name, but I have seen him. I don't know in what, though. Chris Rell saying hiya. Aw, thank you. Okay, so I read this part so I can scroll down to the end there. Where did I leave off? Where did I get to? There we go. And Chris Arella says, no, I'm here, laughing. Vex says, it's that, yeah. And Quieta said, the hatred I have for that section. And there we go. Chris Arella saying, yeah, Ace Attorney streamers got to stick together. So that's where we left off. Okay, let's play some more games. So I did a big jump in the chat there, I think. So, chat, look at your screen right now. You're so close to Simon Blackwell. You can feel his breath on your face. It's kind of bad breath. He got out of the habit of brushing his teeth when he was in prison. Doesn't smell good. But you know that it's Simon Musk. Motive, opportunity, and an injury to his forehead. Is that all it takes to make... Oh, what happened? I was just in the chat. I need to play the game, though. I will be back to the chat in a minute. With the what?
The feather is tickling my cheek.
as he talks, is sticking out there and it's like, is that all it takes to make you stop believing in your client? Let me see, do I have anything here that I can stick in my mouth as like a... no, that's like a candy wrapper, but it's not really long enough. Let me try and roll up this little candy wrapper here and see if this will work. I wish I had like a straw or something. There are probably straws in the kitchen, but I don't want to waste them, so it's just like as he talks. Is that all it takes to make you stop believing in my client? See, still smells like chocolate. So yes, I like that, Vero. It's the feather. It's just like brushing it. You know what it's doing? It's not even quite touching. It's just like the tips of it are touching like the hairs, the little peach fuzz hairs coming out of your cheek, just brushing against it, just for that light little sensation there. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. And wow, I shouldn't have been talking about that. I just glanced down and suddenly saw my lurkers numbers like ticking down. It's like, this is gross. Why are we talking about feathers brushing people's faces? But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Vero. I appreciate it. Is that all it takes to make you stop believing in your client? See it moving up and down with his jaw. Tell me again, who are you to Bucky? I'm his Ms. Chickadee lawyer. Then do your duty and believe in him until the very end, Ms. Chickadee lawyer. I will. Simon, I didn't think we had this kind of relationship. I have so many confusing emotions right now, Simon. Simon's absolutely right. I'm Bucky's lawyer, and he is depending on me. Your defense team, please! No fighting in my courtroom! Unless the fighting ends in smooching. Oh, so many trials between Phoenix Wright and Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready to resume, Your Honor. Prosecutor Blackwell was just giving me a pep talk, that's all. With our faces smushed against each other and occasionally our lips kind of moving around and tongues slapping each other. Thank you, prosecutor.
I didn't do it for your sake. I did it for the future of Wet Soba.
Yeah, I got it. The defense would like to now continue with Owen's therapy session. Owen, would you be all right with that?
Oh, okay. So somebody was sitting on top of Shisho, bleeding from their head, and smooshing something into Shisho's face, kind of like the two lawyers were smooshing their faces into each other.
That's funny.
What is it?
I still hear discord in Owen's voice, but I don't sense any inconsistencies between his statements and his emotions. And there don't seem to be any contradictions in his testimony itself either. Crap, so what are we supposed to figure out now?
So that's it, huh?
Did you figure something out?
Your ability to sense emotions is making you focus too much on his feelings, Athena. But there's actually something he's being very vague about in his testimony.
About what the person looked like? Because he said there's somebody sitting on top of him. Somebody smushes them. What does the person look like? Was the person a clown, mayhaps?
If you can clarify what he's feeling uncertain about with some evidence, you should be able to move forward from there.
Okay, that makes sense. I'll give it a try. We've also still never found out why Gail Tornado's dog was burying dumplings in the backyard or whatever. I hope that becomes important at some point. I'll just update the mood matrix with the new information and then we'll be ready to go. So I just need to present some evidence on what Owen is being vague about, huh? Okay.
Shisho had blood on his face and a knife in his hand. He was on the forehead and somebody was mushing something into his face. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared I passed out.
Okay, so it's obviously going to be that somebody was smushing something into his face. So let's save and then look at our court record and see if we can figure out what it might be. I would go to the dialogue afterward, but sometimes they like spoon feed it to you after that. So let's see if we can figure it out. Vex says, hilarious to me. The guards fall through the trapdoors. Oh, and that part of Ghost Trick? Yes. That was nice, but there were like too many times where it was like, no, the guards like wouldn't move far enough. Vera says, I know. Vex says also, Bailey, my beloved. Oh, I wish I could remember his little dance that he used. I had it like down pat when we were doing it. Chris Arella says, it's okay, haha. Yes, it is a blind playthrough, haha. I'm really enjoying it. I love detective games. It's a fun one. Quicketa said, I low-key kind of want to voice some Owen lines later, lol. I can definitely think of a good voice for him. Do it. Post on Discord. Vex says, Owen, my beloved. Quicketa said to Vero, I forgot to ask before the raid, but could you pin my comment about the fun parallel I thought of just now? Nora said, a bowl of what? Nudes is short for noodles. Get your minds out of the gutter. Vera said, it's submerged in a sea of nudes. No, it's spelled Noods, not Nuds. England said, what I wouldn't give to be drowning in a bowl of nudes. /HJ. Beck says, adorable headcanon of mine. Black will babysits Owen. Oh, that's cute. Vera said, wait, which one? Queegata said, right before the raid. Vera says, got it. Weedle said, just say nuh-uh and win any prosecutor case, to be honest. Magpie says, turn down for what? What? No. Beck says, turn down for Owen. That kid's ears are I'll say ruddy, because I think that might be a swear in England. Sensitive, Simon. Quicketa said, fun fact, my birthday is Medic Slack's death day. Yay. It's the circle of life. The universe giveth and taketh away, right? Okay, let's play a little bit more. So we gotta look at the court record, see if we can find something that was smushing into his face, right? So, and obviously there's the option of showing the crime scene photo because that'll show the bowl being smushed into his face, right? Backstage diagram. Although the autopsy report says that he didn't drown in, like there was nothing found in his lungs. Wet soba deed. Found the victim's possession, deed for the soba shop. Invitation, the invitation Simon received from Master Tornado at the show commemorating Nuendo's name, secession, and promotion. I don't think that had anything relevant to this. Simon's statement. Confirmed live 4 p.m. Bucky Wet entered the room. Uedo discovered the victim's body upon entering the room after Bucky left. Before Bucky came to the theater, Gayru was outside feeding her dog, and a number of dumplings the dog buried the leftovers in the yard. That's got to be important at some point. The Karuta cards and Taifu's note. Okay, so it's gonna be one of these two things. Either the bowl in the photo or Taifu's autopsy report, because the autopsy report says specifically nothing was found in his lungs, though. So, what's going on here? Okay, well, let's, I think we already saved, we'll try saving again, and let's try presenting the crime scene photo, I guess. Because, unfortunately, our hit point meter is up, so we might lose some hit points, but let's try it. Objection. Hey, the music stopped. That means we got it, right? Ha! Let's put a name to the thing Owen's uncertain of, shall we? By identifying the murder weapon that was used to suffocate the victim. Fortunately for us, I spy the murder weapon right here in this crime scene photo. Okay, so we gotta find out what the murder weapon actually was. So obviously it's not oh, it's gonna be one of these cushions probably. Because you can smother somebody with a cushion. I've heard. Because, yeah, that's probably the most smotherable item, unless you want to just shove a whole bunch of tissues down his throat. So yeah, probably one of the cushions. The cushions were made for pushing into his face. Unfortunately for you, I spy nothing of the sort. And the police did not spy anything of the sort during their investigation either. Pray tell, where is this murder weapon you see? You don't see it because it no longer looks the way it did when it was used as a weapon. Oh, is it the dough? Why not just say he was smothered with a pillow? He was smothered with the soba noodle dough? And then after killing him, the killer sat there and finished making the soba? Is that why the flour is everywhere or whatever that stuff, the buckwheat flour? Because Gail Tornado doesn't know how to make nudes properly? Let me read some more in the chat. Wait, it said, haha, no, 19 to 21, I need to go gambling. Wait, what? Oh, did you say that you went gambling? Because gambling, I don't think is legal here in Utah. Where'd you go gambling at? Eglin says, I think some bars will draw an X on your hand if you're underage, so you can't order any alcohol. Oh, maybe. I don't really go to bars very often. Pretty much the only time I ever do is if there's like an event at it that I have to go to, or if I'm like out of town and friends really want to go to a bar. And in that case, I show my ID even though I'm going to be the designated driver since I don't drink. So, but you're probably right, Eglin. Nora said, on Wednesday, if I have time, then I might record those Athena and Trucy lines I wanted. And wait, I thought you already did. I thought you were like editing them, weren't you? Says, I listened to the Swashbuckler Spectacular, and I'm def gonna do that. Oh, that was a good case. Magpie says, yeah. Oh, there's a clip here. There's a clip from Vero. Let me load this clip up from Vero up at the clip viewer so we can all watch it together before we get back to the game. And this will allow us to see how far behind I am. 32 minutes. Our last time was 34, so I am slowly catching up by 2 minutes. This clip is titled, A Roundabout, Turnabout. All right, let's go ahead and watch this clip.
That thing you and your cohorts do.
Bluffing? No, we are not good at anything. We just fake it.
What do you call it? Rotate your thinking about? Turning down the up and down. I don't know. Roundabout? The song at the end of the first season of JoJo?
Oh, you mean turn your thinking around?
Yeah, whatever. It's the same thing either way. I don't give a crap.
The other thing that I love with that phraseology, and thank you so much for the clip, Vero, is have you guys seen, and I know that it went like semi-viral again a few years ago, there's that old Looney Tunes cartoon. It's the, oh crap, what are they called? The something or other brothers. And, oh, darn it, hang on, I gotta look this up. Hang on, I gotta, Looney Tunes. It is, okay, the Dover Boys, that's what it is. The villain is a character named Dan Backslide, and he has one of my favorite stupid lines in like any Looney Tune cartoon, because he's like the sinister little like, bad guy, and at one point there's a car, and it's like all old-timey stuff, and there's a car and he's gonna steal it, and he goes, ooh, a roundabout, I'll steal it, no one will ever know, and he's just like screaming it for no reason. And I just love that he's like being sneaky and screaming that he's gonna steal it and no one will ever know. I don't know. Just, you gotta watch. Mel Blanc's delivery on that line kills me every time. It's so good. Oak says, I think I like BC's more because I hate, Better Call Saul more because I hate Walter White so much. Well, for like the first half of Breaking Bad, I liked Walter White. There is like a specific moment where I felt like he became, I lost all my sympathy for him. And then after that, he slowly became irredeemable. I won't say what in case anyone hasn't seen it, because I don't want to spoil anything, but it's such a good show. Oak says, he's a wonderfully written character, but I hate him so much. Well, I mean, Saul is a much more likable person, I think, because he's like, here's the thing, like deep down, Walter White was trying to like help his family and friends, but like deep down, he's not a good guy. Even like before he becomes the monster he was by the end, he's like not a good guy deep down. Whereas like Saul Goodman, he's doing all this awful stuff, but deep down there is still a good person in there. And so I think it's easier to like him even with the bad stuff he does, Does that make sense? Quickity says, I'm so glad Logan hasn't made me do any spoiler clips for this case, lol. I don't know if I can make any on mobile. The thing is, I feel like this case doesn't seem to have a whole lot of twists and turns. It's gonna be Clown Girl, obviously. But But I assume that you still have your spoiler chat open, so if I say anything, you can still laugh about it with everybody. Vex says, isn't it legal to gamble at most places in the US at 18? I thought gambling was illegal in most states. I could be wrong though. I thought the rule was like most states, 90% of the states, it's illegal to gamble in unless you are on a Native American reservation. Then they can have like their own casinos because they're like technically, I think, sovereign land and they can have their own laws and rules, I think. I'm not sure. I think you can probably, but you know, in Utah, we are like right next door to at least 1 or 2 states where, because you can go to Nevada, and isn't there gambling in Evanston and Wyoming as well, I think? Nora said, I just randomly got the Edgeworth hair in Among Us. Help, I got the suit too. Yeah, because you logged in. You got the cosmetics. Did you guys see the picture that I posted in the Ace Attorney Discord? It was a promotional picture and the artist pointed out that the artist snuck Gumshoe into it, and it's kind of great. Oak says, and Saul is so likable. Also, I love Kim Wexler. Sorry, I will get back to the game, but we're talking about Better Call Saul. Kim Wexler is such a great character. My favorite meme when that show was still going on for the very first time, there was that meme of Bernie Sanders, and don't worry, I'm not going to talk about any politics stuff here, but there was a picture of Bernie Sanders that was memed, and it was from some video he did, probably some like ad, where he said, I am once again, and he probably was saying like asking you to support whatever. I don't know what it actually comes from. But somebody took the picture of him and it's like, I am once again concerned about Kim Wexler. And that was like the entire thing, because most other major characters in Better Call Saul, you know in general terms like how they're gonna end up by the time Breaking Bad comes around, because it's a prequel. But Kim Wexler is just like, you don't know. And so and she's awesome. She was so cool. Everybody loved Kim Wexler. And what was her name? Ray Seahorn, was that her last name? Did such a phenomenal job playing the character. And you, as an audience member, you love her, but you know where Saul is gonna end up by the end of it. But you don't know with Kim. Nora said, I just tried to go into the shop. Oak says, and more Mike stuff and Nacho. Widow says to Vex, I don't know what you mean. I'm 21, wink, wink, right? Oak says, it's all so good. Oak, are you saying it's all good, man? Nora said, but I'm Edgeworth now, nice! On Among Us, I was always an orange guy with an egg on my head and usually the lab coat. Oak says, yeah, Logan's Theurgies are Reload exclusive. Okay, so there goes my only suggestion for your strategy, Nora. One more comment, we'll get back in. Magpie says, anyone who logs in before 9th of October gets the Miles Edgeworth stuff. Yeah, it's talking about Among Us, so it's part of the collab. It's great that it's free. I think the last time there was an Among Us collab that sounded interesting to me, I went and I checked it out and it cost like, I can't remember how much it cost. It wasn't a lot, but I try to like draw the line at paying for microtransactions, so I didn't end up getting anything. Somebody did gift me the little pets that were from Henry Stickmin in it, which was really nice. But anyway, we should probably play the game. You don't see it because it no longer looks the way it did when it was used as a weapon. Also, hang on, we should save in case they suddenly spring it on us that we gotta like click something in the picture. And this is what the killer pressed into Master Tornado's face. Okay, so we're going from this angle, so we can't even click on the pillow. There's one under him. But yes, the noodles. The noodles. He was smothered with nudes. Ha! The mystery person that Owen saw pressed soba into the victim's face, thereby suffocating him. Let me guess, it's gonna say, but how could you do soba noodles? There's no liquid in his lungs. But she just literally said it was in an earlier state, so don't be dumb, Nayuta. I grow weary of your tasteless jokes. How could anyone commit murder with soft, delicate soba? The noodles would instantly fall apart if they were pressed into someone's face. Yes, I agree. Well, I disagree. Oh, there is a way the soba could have been used to suffocate the victim. What? You'll explain your theory in words, for sakes! To kill Master Tornado, the culprit must have smothered him with uncooked soba noodle, balled up soba noodles, uncut soba dough. We'll save. I assume it's going to be uncut soba dough. That would also, I think, explain why Tornado was holding the knife, because he hadn't cut it yet, right? And the dough would be a big old mass of something that could like block someone in. So yeah, it's going to be uncut soba dough. I think, right? It makes sense. But also, hang on, whoa, rewind. Owen was claiming that the Typhoon Tornado had blood on his face. Does that mean there's blood mixed in with those cooked nudes? Are you guys getting tired of me saying nudes instead of noodles? But I'm saving so much time by avoiding that second syllable. The culprit must have used the soba before it was cut into noodles. In other words, the murder weapon was raw soba dough. Why? Why are we so surprised? This actually makes sense given the context of what happened.
Order in the court. Yes, sober dough could definitely be used to suffocate someone, couldn't it? I know that. For reasons.
Nothing to say there, Nayuta?
Are you all right, Prosecutor Sadmari?
I was just letting the soul of the victim know that the accused will finally face justice thanks to the foolish lawyer before me. Let me guess, he's gonna say that if the person smothered him using soba dough, then the person would have had to turn the soba into noodles, and he's probably gonna say that only Bucky Wet would have known how to do that. Okay, let's assume Gale Tornado doesn't know how to make soba noodles out of dough. The dumplings, which the dog buried in the backyard, were not dumplings. It was the soba dough molded to look like dumplings. Right? So we finally get to use that. So that's what happened. And so it was soba dough and the dog buried it. Maybe she probably took it out there to try and get the dog to eat the dough to dispose of the evidence, to dispose of the murder weapon. And the dog is like, this is gross. This is raw dough mixed with human. Oh wait, no, because it wasn't Master Tornado's blood. It was Gale Tornado's blood, but it's still some blood in there. And the dog probably buried it, right? Right? Because that's what it says in Simon's statement. We were just looking at this a minute ago on page 3. Before Bucky came to the theater, Gayru was outside feeding her dog a number of dumplings. The dog buried his leftovers in the yard. And so right there, that shows that before Bucky even went in there, she was disposing of the evidence. She just molded around to look like dumplings. Huh? What you talking about? Allow me to summarize your statements. Oh wow, okay, we get a full picture of this. This is kind of cool. On a new picture, we should check out some chat here. Let's see. Nora says, oh, okay. Eglin said, all the places I've seen ban anyone under 21 from even entering unless there's special cases or something. That's what I usually assume. Anytime I've had to go into a bar, they usually like check the ID at the door. And then once they see it, they're like, okay, let you in. But maybe you're right. Maybe some like mark your hand or something. Oak says, also, I practiced the Sans fight so hard and now I can do it first try every time. I feel like I got pretty good at it eventually because my main problem was I was doing it on my old laptop, which just had one of those track pads. And I couldn't like handle it very well. Then I tried it with like a controller once, plugging it in, and I got like so much farther, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I could totally do this with a controller. And then I got busy with something else and I never went back and finished it. But congrats, Oak, on being good at that fight. Eglin said, past is fine, future absolutely tanked the final fest. And Eglin says 0 points. How can you get 0 points? But again, as long as present didn't win, because present would have been boring. Quick said, BRB, I've lost my remote, lol. It is nowhere on my bed. Lurk, thank you for the lurk, Quick Katie. But if the remote is gone, it means you can't change the channel away from this gruesome display. Oak says, I used to play the online Sans Fight Simulator on my school computer when I was bored. Wait, there's an online Sans Fight Simulator? Vex says, as a team present manager of Grandfest, how dare you, Logan? Well, because we talked about this before, that I think Eglin was suggesting that the last Splatfest most likely will tie into what the next game will have as part of its concept. And so I feel like past and future are both interesting concepts. Present is just like more of the same, right? Right? Oak says, and now I can beat Sans on command. Vex says, Team Present, aka Team Yuri. Isn't that like all of them though? Huh?
I have to go, Frown. I hope you
Oh,
have
no.
a great stream. Also cheering 19 bits because my bit count is uneven and it's driving me insane.
The boo is so scary. Thank you so much, Oak. Thank you for the 19 bits. Yeah, because earlier you did the 11 bits, right? So that makes sense why it was suddenly. So thank you for the extra 9 bits. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Oak. And have a great rest of your night. Thank you for hanging out for like an hour and a half for a stream for a game that you're not even like interested in. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. So have a great rest of your night. I try to remember to sometimes say to people, if you can't sleep, feel free to come on back. I just never want to be one of those things like, you know, when you're hanging out with somebody. I made this analogy before, and you're like, all right, bye. And you're like, yeah, bye. And they both start walking the same direction. You're like, oh, crap, our cars are both parked in the same area. We already said goodbye. Now it's awkward. I never want anybody to go like, I already said goodnight. I can't come back. Feel free to come back anytime. Nora said, I'm playing Among Us as Edgeworth, even though I don't know who he is. Nora, Edgeworth is the best character in this game. He was the first main prosecutor in the very first game. And, you know, I don't even want to, I shouldn't even say, I was going to spoil some stuff, but I can't say. And Nora with the lurk, thank you for the lurk. Ray says, Madoka Magica is on Hulu because I watched the entire anime on the Anime Place with the Nines. So I gotta ask you then, if it's on Hulu, is it English dubbed on Hulu or just subbed? Oak says, how is it already an hour into stream? Okay, so if you're saying that, then it's now an hour and a half. So I know how far behind I am. Eglin said I got all the home remedies. Soup, Vicks, Vapo Rub, Cough Drops, Benadryl. All I'm missing is Sprite. Oh, for me, it's Cherry 7-Up, which is, it's like Sprite. I've never tried Vicks Vapo Rub. I'm not sure if I'd like it or not. Nora said, Hans can of Sprite with a straw. Oak says, thanks for the concept, Logan. Nora said, D&D mention? Can I yap about my new character I created? I'll put a couple of AA references name-wise. Sure, yap away. Queegator said, test. Y'all see in this message? Oak says, yes. Queegator says, cool. Ray says, no. Queegator said the phone glitched and didn't send my unlucky stuff. Anyway, got the remote. Unlurk, thank you for the unlurk. All right, let's play some more of the game now. I hope, oh, wait, hang on. I gotta see, because there's a timestamp coming up. Queegator said, I'm making myself a vow. Once my phone gets to 10%, I'm gonna move to PC. That's a good, like, marker at that point. Have any of you ever had, like, an old phone that will do a thing sometimes where, like, I'm at 60%, I'm fine, and then all of a sudden it'll just, like, go battery dead and then power off for no reason? So Ray and Queegator both at the timestamp of 1 hour and 1 minute, so I'm 35 minutes behind. At least it's not like an hour behind. I'm doing a little bit better tonight. Let's play a bit of the game, though. I gotta breathe first, hang on. Oh, hang on, and I never found out, Vero, I never found out from you. What was that one word that you wanted me to pronounce? Was I anywhere even close on that at all? The accused was killing the victim. As the accused was killing the victim, he was slashed in the face by the victim's knife. Oh, I gotta click there. There we go. The weapon he used to suffocate the victim was the dough in the dressing room. He then disposed of the murder weapon by cutting the soba dough into noodles. Why, you smarmy. Ah, a little butterfly. Thing is, I feel like Nayuta isn't even really that great of a prosecutor. It's just that we have been, both us and Phoenix Wright, he was doing the same thing. We've just like perfectly handed him all the explanations we want. It's not that he's great, it's that we kind of suck. Afterwards, the accused put the victim's face into the bowl of soba noodles and broth to wash off the blood that had dripped onto the victim's face from his own. Okay, question. Is that stain still on the table? Because if it's from the culprit's face, is there still like trace amounts of blood enough to do a DNA test, or is it too diluted in the broth? And there you have it, the true sequence of events behind this foul affair. Now wait just a minute. I never once said that Mr. Wet was the culprit. But who but the accused knows how to cut dough into noodles, defense? Girk! I don't know who Girk is, but I assume he knows how to cut soba into noodles. That's a very good point, Prosecutor Satmati. I heard that cutting soba dough into uniform noodles requires considerable training. My hat's off to Girk, if I had a hat. But I'm proud of my bald head. But then what about the dying message? How do you explain that? The defendant wouldn't have known about Uendo's Owen personality. Perhaps the victim was simply playing with the cards, and they hold no other meaning? Just coincidence? No, there's not gonna be that is a crazy coincidence. That should be enough that we say no, that is unreasonable to assume that happened. Perhaps he spelled out Owen's name in jest sometime before his murder. Oh, so we're saying Owen was playing with them, not the culprit. Okay, that is actually more reasonable. Maybe Owen like,
Look, it's my name right there. Huh?
That's true. From Owen's testimony, it's clear that Master Tornado cared for the boy. It appears we've arrived at a compelling conclusion. Taken together, all of these points paint a convincing picture of the defendant's guilt.
How did Owen? Is there anything else you can tell us? Ask him what the culprit looked like. He saw the culprit? At least the hands. Was Gail Tornado, isn't she wearing gloves or something? It doesn't matter how small of a detail, anything will do.
Oh, you're scaring me! I'm sorry, Owen. Oh, Auntie Athena didn't mean to raise her voice. I'm a nice lady.
I have to be gentler with him. I can't forget he's only 5 years old.
No need to be scared. Okay, sweetie. Just tell us anything you can remember. Wow. When I woke up, the person who killed Shisha was standing over me, bleeding from their head.
What part of the head? What did the person look like? What did the person's clothes look like? Owen, you saw the killer's face?
Oops, I did it again. So who was it, Owen? Do you remember? Oh, I don't know who it was. I'm picking up some noise. That means there's still something to uncover in Owen's testimony.
Yeah. I don't know what Owen saw, but suffice it to say we are analyzing the dreams of a child. You've wasted enough of our time, Defense. Let it go and move on. There's no reason not to like check out what he has to say, right? Hang on, I need a sip of water. I'm getting really thirsty. By the way, Queen Katie, I can't remember how many testimonies you said there are. I want to say you said there were 5. Have we done 2 of them now? Because I don't know if we're going to make it to the end of the trial tonight. Magpie says, Logan need to do the speedrunner thing of having somebody in the background reading off chat while he plays. Lol. I think we tried that once. We had Clam come over to read some of the chat. But the 2 downsides is that he and I would like get even more distracted, like chatting with each other. So chat got way behind. And also it's like, I feel like he would never mention who was saying what, so I wouldn't know who to respond to. But yeah, maybe that would help. But that also might make it so that the entire stream, I'm not saying anything. It's just the other person reading chat while I play a game. And I'm going to be honest, me playing the game, not that entertaining, really. Just saying. Quigator says, hey! Vex says, Ace Attorney, no one is all 3. Okay. Ace Attorney, no one is all 3. Untraumatized, neurotypical, cis-allo... Perry-het. I don't know what Perry means, but okay, so let's go with that. No one is. You know, you're probably right. Vera said he didn't once or twice. He didn't once or twice when IRL friends join in. Magpie says, I mean, you could have just stopped at no one in Ace Attorney is untraumatized. Quigator said, I still haven't seen the fun animation yet, animation for Simon yet. I hope it's in the stream. Oh, is it that? Did you put your name in the goblet of fire, Athena? Was that the animation? Magpie says, yes, soon. Magpie says, time is time. Quigator said, Vera, watch this. Beck says, you know, with Spirit of Justice being initially released in 2016, I would not be surprised if there's a video out there with some sort of link between Elsa and Nayuta. Oh, it's a let it go. Quigator said, Logan, no, what did I do? Quigator said, holding Vero in suspense. How could you? What did I do? Oh, pin message by Vero of Queen Katie saying, I low-key kind of hope the other 3 alters, when they wake up, they interrogate Athena on if she treated Owen badly. That would actually be really sweet if they're very protective of Owen. I mean, it makes sense because they are also Owen. So it's a little bit selfish, but it'd be nice to like think that they care about the small child, you know? They're like a little family. Let's see, Magpie says, Vex, don't put that curse on me, or get someone to fully voice a parody song. You gotta commit. Oak says, I've been here for Ace Attorney streams like 4 or 5 times, and I've seen Better Call Saul. So, Oak, you're practically a lawyer then. Okay, let's play a little bit more. Huh? No, there's still discord in Owen's heart that needs to be addressed. Therefore, I can't give in here.
Owen, do you think you can continue your testimony for us?
Okay.
Is Owen always sad even when he hasn't seen his grandfather figure die in front of him? Like before then, was he also a little sad sack? I'll enter the new info and run an update then. Okay, so this is what, our 3rd cross-examine thing? 3 of 5?
Shisho had blood on his face and a knife in his hand.
Okay, and the arms are still all blue.
He was on the floor and somebody was smushing dough into his face. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared I passed out. And when I woke up, the person who killed Shisha was standing.
Oh, why happy? Why do we get happiness here? That's obviously what it's got to be. You know, it is. What? Oh, don't put the blood up there. That makes it look like a forehead thing. I think it's gonna be the nose. It's gonna be the nose. So obviously it's the happiness, right? Let's say before we do this, just in case we screw this up. But it's probably because it was a clown. I think children love clowns until one of two things happen. Society convinces them that clowns are creepy, or someone who's bad at being a clown tries to be a clown. Pinpoint the happiness. Despite witnessing the culprit's terrible crime firsthand, Owen experienced a positive feeling, one of relief. Maybe Owen wet his pants while he was sleeping and then woke up and was like,
Wow, my bladder feels great.
the person the witness saw was no stranger. Rather, it was the accused. Therefore, it is only natural that he felt some level of relief when he saw a familiar face. Defense. End this madness and sully your soul no more. Oh, there's another pin message. Hang on. Quiggy, pinned by Vero. Quiggy says, 3 left. Yup. The final mood matrix is coming up. Was that it? Am I done with the final mood matrix? Can we just have like 2 regular cross-examines now? Hang on. I need a sip of water. Yeah. I gotta breathe for a second. I've been talking so much. My lungs forgot to take in oxygen. Oak says, so I think I could be a professional lawyer. I say go for it. I do, you know, I did think a couple of years ago that it would have been fun to like go through law school in a way. Like, being a lawyer might be kind of fun. But there's no way I'd ever have the amount of money required in order to like pay for that type of schooling and the tests and everything. Vera said to Queen Katie, what did he do? I don't know what happened to the case, so question mark. Queen Katie said, there's Simon animation. This could be it. I'm so hoping for you to see it soon. I don't know what it is, though. It is. Get ready to clip. Here it is. Beck says, shaky the psyche. Magpie said, my favorite moment in Ace Attorney. Vera said, laughing. Nora said, Queen Katie said, what you think, Vero? Crystal said, Simon, wow. Vera said, what is he doing? Oak says, is he finally gonna kiss me? Weedle said, good job. Magpie said, Logan, don't make it weird. Now, you know, yet another reason why that I'm single, because something like that happens. I'm gonna make it weird. Eglin said, I dislike that I'm doing this. Daddy command! Oh! Nora says, Oak says, I'm married, but I'm okay with this. Magpie says, yeah, correct response, laughing. Crystal says, I just went away. What happened? I was lurking. Simon, wow! Well, if you missed it, someone might have clipped it from the sounds of it. Nora says, I'm scared. Queen Katie says, Vero, as soon as you freaked about Simon, I knew this would be a fun time. Vex says, pick her up by the scruff and shaky the side. The scruff? I don't think Athena has. Whenever I hear scruff, I always think of like either grabbing someone's face by the scruff or the scruff of like chest hair. You know, and then again, maybe Athena is just a really hairy lady who just covers up and doesn't shave. That's fine. Queen Katie said, also considering I think Spirited Justice was made after Great Ace Attorney, they probably had a lot of fun with this Simon animation. Oh, there's a clip. Vera, okay, is this the clip, Vera? Let's see. Vera posted a clip. Let me pop this up on the clip, Vera, so watch this before we get back in the game. This will also, once again, let us know how far behind we are. We are 40 minutes. It's getting farther behind. This clip is titled, I can't think if you're looking at me like that. What?
The scruff is the back of the neck, like with cats.
Oh, I was thinking that as the nape of the neck. I didn't know that was called the scruff. I guess that makes sense. So, okay, Magpie, so that makes more. I always thought a scruff is like, I don't know why. I always thought it was chest hair. So the scruff, the nape of the neck. Gotcha. That's where you kill titans. So thank you so much, Magpie, for the 10 bits and the explanation. So once again, this clip is titled, I can't think if you're looking at me like that. All right, let's watch this clip. Oh, you're still stuck on that line of thinking. What are you doing? What are you doing, Simon? Why are we so close? Are we so close? Are we? Is this really happening, Simon? What was I doing? Are we gonna kiss? I'm sorry for making it weird. There's a tomcat. Why the tomcat? I'm sorry for making it weird. I don't think we've ever seen anyone do this before. I didn't even realize this was an option. This was something that could happen. Okay. I'm gonna leave this open for a second because I see there's another clip right here. Bucky says, Cali Gang and SD Gang. Oh, you from San Diego? Also nice! Bucky says, based. Vera said, I'm staring exactly at him. Panda says, finally had a moment to ourselves. Oh, hey, Black, we're a little close there. Cabru? I don't know what Cabru means, but how you doing, Panda? Vex says, shaky the psyche like a maraca. And another clip, this one's from Nora. So let's check out this one. This one's titled, What in the World, Simon? Is this the same thing? Oh, I gotta, hang on, I forgot that those ones are muted by default. Oh, it is!
Stuck on that
Oh, it's the same thing. Oh, it's again. Why? What? What are you doing? What are you doing, Simon? Why are we so close? Thank you very much. Oh, and that one mercifully cuts out before the talk of kissing him. Vera said we're having a staring contest and he's losing. Nora said, I also did one! Vera said he keeps blinking. Wheatle says, hee hee! Oak says Logan should not become an audiobook reader for fanfics. Yeah, I mentioned before, I can't remember what people said. Here was a thought I had about a high point value redeem, okay? And maybe this would only be for like just chatting streams on like rare occasions and stuff. But I've mentioned before, I thought it'd be kind of fun. I was at Walmart a while ago and I saw they had like a little book section. So I looked over there and they literally have a section for like trashy romance novels. And I was thinking what I ought to do is like write down all the horrible innuendo names, these trashy romance novels, write them down, have chat vote on one. And then the next time I have money, go and buy that book. And then as a redeem, I have to like read a paragraph from a trashy romance novel. But it might be like, those things are, I learned through an experience that those things are a lot more graphic than you would expect. They are very explicit. Magpie says, or it would be very funny. Eglin said, going for a smooch and snatch the feather from his mouth. No, what it is that you see them kissing and they pull away and then Athena just takes the feather. I believe this is yours. It's like when people kiss when they got like gum and you give the gum back. That's what it is. Vera said, what kind of ASMR are we doing? I don't know, but it was chasing people away. Eglin said, this is not my worst simp moment, and yet I feel more ashamed for this one more than the one in A Hat in Time. Panda says ours will be heck on earth considering they're so plurality focused. Have fun with 3 characters in each body, ha ha ha! Wheatle says, hey puppy kicker, is your day good? It's going all right. Why? You saying that makes me think that something bad is gonna happen. And again, I don't know why you call him a puppet kicker. I'm not a puppet kicker, just saying. Crystal says, feather brushing plus scolding ASMR featuring prosecutor Simon Blackwell. Wow. And Magpie says to Crystal, someone does need to make that. Do they? Okay, hang on. Just gotta breathe for a second. Let's get back to the game. Did I remember to take the clip viewer down? I think I did. Okay. Defense, this end this madness and sully your soul no more. Owen, who did you see?
That nice smell. I love the smell of that perfume.
Yeah, clown girl. There we go, right there. Case dismissed. Hey, noise level down to 0, yeah. Bye-bye, widget. Thank goodness, no more mood matrices.
That's the smell of it's pheromones. Why are they making me have these feelings? I'm only a little guy.
You can do it. Try to remember, Owen.
Oh, the smell of,
Whoa! He exploded into pillows. Owen! Well, the child just died. It seems Owen is now resting in the infirmary. By resting, we're just saying that. You know, he's dead. He's dead. They certainly have their hands full today down there. Oh, that's right, because Bucky is down there too, huh? Let's continue with the trial. Despite Owen's testimony, it is the opinion of this humble servant of the Holy Mother that the child's words were insufficient to clear the accused of suspicion. But what about the scent of perfume Owen mentioned? I believe it's a clue that will lead us to the true culprit. But there are thousands of perfumes in the world. Yeah, but there's probably not thousands of perfumes worn by the handful of people who were there at that building. It could even be the scent of the hair product the accused uses. Oh, that's what he's saying, because that's right, because Bucky has got a luxurious coif
of hair. He does have one amazing hairstyle. That's certainly possible.
You know, I probably shouldn't because we've been wasting so much time, but I kind of want to draw an amazing hairstyle on Judge. Did we do that? No, that was for the other judge in Karain. We could give him a big old pompadour one of these days. Okay, you gotta wait for the butterfly to land. There it is. The witness is a 5-year-old boy. He cannot tell the difference between conventional perfumes and hair products. Arg, why couldn't you have gone for a crew cut or something, Bucky? What's more, the only person who can cut soba noodles with such precision is the accused and no other. Oh man, how am I supposed to argue with that? The dumplings! The dog buried the dumplings! Somebody shout out in the courtroom, the dog buried the dumplings! Let them figure out what that means. And so, the person Owen saw at the scene of the crime can only be the accused Bucky Wet. Hold it! Who's shouting hold it? Huh? Hey! What the? Hey! Hey! You guys, I never use hair products or anything with a smell. If I wore something like that, the smell would get into the soba. Can we also ask him, like, where his cut on his brow came from? Boom! Check it! Whoa, and he's gone. Whoa, he's back, he's gone. Ryan! Oh, he's delivering soba to everybody! I didn't realize. Mr. Wet, are you supposed to be resting in the infirmary? Whatever. Have some unrefrigerated day-old soba. It'll only probably kill you. You think I let my soba stink of perfume? Try that chilled soba for yourself and see. Oh, he's like doing it to show that there's no smell of perfume. Okay, this is actually good. This is smart. I believe we have no choice but to try it, strictly for examination purposes, of course. Hey, now then, let's dig in. What are you supposed to say? Icky mosh or something? Slurp, 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 slurp. Slurp and burp. Oh, that was delightful. Ahem. Well, I'm satisfied that there are no traces of hair products or perfumes in Mr. Wet Soba. First, sweet bean buns and now savory soba. Oh, what a delectable trial this has been. Don't forget, you also got to see balloons earlier, Judge. This texture is different from the soba I had the other day. It reminds me of a dish we have in Karain called Banu Poon. What'd you think, Miss Chickadee? My soba's pretty good, isn't it? It's delicious, don't you think so, Simon? It still pales in comparison to his late father's cuisine. Simon! Why you always gotta be so hard on me? Bailiff, take the defendant back to the infirmary at once for some rest, or just bring him a bucket. Rest? I ain't a lump of plain old weedy udon dough, you know. Also, crap, I should read some more in the chat. I just looked down and it's already like almost 2 hours into stream. Let me have a sip of water and I'm gonna read some more chat. Hang on. Quick said, dang it, I wanted to clip up Mobile Hates Me. I'm sorry, I mean, you can theoretically clip later from the VOD, but it looks like 2 people already got it, though. Vera said, I think we should change the stream's title to this. Oh, feather brushing plus scolding ASMR featuring prosecutor Simon Blackwell. If only we had known before the stream that that's the direction it would have taken. Maybe one of these days I should find out how to do ASMR. I don't know if I could do it with a straight face, though. Let's see. Crystal saying, laughing. Quick Kid says, Logan, no, remember their ages? Would remember whose ages? I don't remember. Who's the what? Who's the what? Oh, wait. Athena and Blackwell. I thought, no, here's the thing. Athena's 19 and Blackwell's 29. That's a 10-year age difference, but that's like my parents' age difference. I think it'd be more, the reason I think it's inappropriate is not because of the 10-year age difference. I think, if you're consenting adults, you can do whatever you want. What makes it creepy is that Simon Blackwell knew her when she was a child. I think that if you're an adult and you know a child, and then when that child is now an adult, then that becomes weird. That I do think is messed up. Like if Blackwell had met her as an adult, that'd be fine. But no, he knew her as a little kid, so that is messed up. Oh, Crystal says 1:13:45. Crap, I'm 45 minutes behind. We're 2 hours into stream now. Nora said, what do I even say? I'm just disappointed and upset. I don't have the words to say how upset I am. About what? About what? Panda said, fun fact, Uendo is actually the exact same age as Maya Fey. Oh, you know what? Then in that case, maybe Maya could marry Uendo, then Maya could get her own harem. Really? I mean, okay, like, is that inappropriate to say that if you marry someone with DID that you have a legal and lawful harem? Is that acceptable? Vera said, and Simon. Panda said, also I stepped away. Sorry if that was inappropriate timing. No, it's fine. Vera said, nah, you're good. Panda said, Simon's actually 1 year older than Uendo and Maya. Wait, hey, Simon's only 1 year older than Maya. Holy crap, you're right, because Maya's 28 now. Holy crap. Vex says, shaky the psyche. Vera said, I thought he was the same age. Peta says, Uendo and Maya share the same age. Specifically, and considering the sharing a body sort of theme going on throughout the game, it's reasonable to assess that Uendo is a ... thematic tie/foil to Maya. I hadn't even thought of that. That's interesting. Quikita said, yeah, I noticed that during the game we have a theme of doubles. Oh, we kind of do, huh? Especially with wonderful, beautiful Betty DeFame. Panda says, which makes sense considering when you think of it, Maya and Mia are basically a DID system in practice. Oh yeah, kind of. Like I said, in practice. So we kind of really like how Uendo inadvertently confirms that spirit channeling is kind of plurality, at least a bit in Maya's case. And Vex says that with an arrow pointing up. Panda says, and if you think it ends at Maya and Uendo, we could actually go down a very deep rabbit hole on this. But we don't know if Logan played Professor Layton or the Edgeworth games. I played the first Edgeworth game. We're gonna play the second one next, but I haven't played the Professor Layton game. Hey, I heard what happened. I am reading chat. I'm hurrying. I'm reading chat. Thank you very much for what happened. Quikita said, okay, yeah, I am changing to PC mode in a bit. I can't check guide without chat breaking on me. I'm at 9% anyway, so that was my vows. Good on you for keeping your word. How close are we now, Queen Katie? So I think we had 2 cross-examinations left. Do you think we can do that in 1 hour? Magpie says, he got there. Vex says, hey, I don't know what I got there. Oh, maybe it was about the dumplings? Nora said, okay, so basically my D&D character is named Bucky, not a direct reference, but I thought about it. And she was a rock star by 15 years old, and her alias is Thena Truce. Huh? What?
Nora wishes to see Clown Girl before Nora has to leave.
Oh, okay. Then, do you mean the court record or do you mean like testify? Because I assume that she's gonna come back because she's obviously the culprit. So we gotta have a cross-examination against her where she's gonna break down the stand. So let me breathe for 1 quick second here. So thank you for the 10 minutes. Let me finish reading Nora's comment about the D&D character and then we'll get back in this and see if we can get to Gale Tornado. Is it okay if I say Gale Tornado? Can I say that instead of Gale Tornado? We'll finish reading Nora's thing and then we'll try and get to her. So yeah, alias is Thena Truth, 2 references right there, who is known for sometimes doing magic tricks on stage, another reference, but when she was 20, some real bad rumors started about her, kind of referencing Saori in P3P FemC route. And a lot of her fans turned on her because they believed those rumors and she couldn't handle it anymore and disappeared. Her last name is ... Oh, it's a mystery. Okay, let's keep going. Rest? Hey, I ain't a lump of plain old weedy udon dough, you know? I'm fresh like my soba. You don't let soba dough rest. It's about the 3 freshes of soba. Grind the seeds fresh, cut the dough fresh, boil the noodles fresh. Hubbub, he left a trail of vomit. Good grief, what a defendant. At least Bucky wasn't the source of the perfume smell. Wait, smelly perfume. It looks like you remembered something.
The phrase smelly perfume reminded me of a certain somebody.
Oh, so Nora looks like we're gonna be getting to Clown Girl.
Oh, and who might that be?
There's only one person that comes to mind. The phrase smelly perfume reminded me of this person.
Reminds me of the guy from the Tenmataro town one with the cell phones on his shoulders. We're gonna say before we do this, but obviously it's gonna be Geiru Tornado. Just in case I'm mistaken somehow. It's kind of nice having such a tight, small court record for this one. This case is a little bit refreshing in that it's not trying to be like overly complex. So Geiru Tornado. Take that.
Hey, Geiru Tornado? Oh, yeah, she did smell very nice, didn't she? I thought I was the only one that noticed.
Just a moment, Defense. You would throw suspicion on Geiru now because of a scent? Your Honor, there is no need to go along with these ever-changing claims of the defense.
Hey, your claims keep changing too, bro. I suppose their claims have been awfully inconsistent.
But Geiru could have been at the crime scene.
Yes, but I'd rather she stay out of prison.
You'll get to see those balloons of hers if we call her back to the witness stand. The balloons with balloon physics. You want to see the balloons, the bouncing, bubbly balloons? Judge Ajay?
Ah, she's using a euphemism for breasts. How vulgar. His Honor is not interested in such things.
I'm interested! Setting the matter of her balloons aside entirely. Wink. I do believe it's appropriate to ask Geiru some questions given the circumstances. This has nothing to do with her balloons, of course.
Thank you, Your Honor!
Palunka. All right. There she is. Thank you for calling this disciple of the Tornado School of Rakugo back for an encore. That nose gonna have a bloody scar underneath it, huh? I gotta breathe for a second. I'll read some more in the chat. So is this what you needed? You needed to see her twisting her sausage links? Vex says, so many AA characters are so effing plural. We just had Nevada right on the border of Utah and Nevada. That's true. Nevada is on the border of Utah and Nevada. Peta says, that was our rabbit hole, but the problem on the surface, the problem on our evidence is it's inherently spoilery. Quicketta said, oh, now I'm here on PC, Logan. I have a sad P3P story to tell you. Wait, what? Weedle says there was a casino there. So you were probably in, is it Mesquite? Probably. Nora says evanescent, which is Latin for disappear, which is kind of a reference to silly AA names. Oh, that's the last name. There we go. And she's been laying low for about a year. But okay, there's my D&D character, Bucky. Also Thena Truce, right? Nicknamed Thena Truce. Vex says to Panda, yeah, I've seen your post so many times. It's definitely one of my favorites, and I big agree. Quicketta says, so I was going through Tartar now that I had Aki join the squad during a battle. He died and have no revive items or spells. Fun fact about P3P, did you know if someone dies, their body is just on the floor unmoving? Wait, so the he's not running around with you anymore? Because like in P3 Reload, you die, like a non-main character dies, then after the battle, they get like revived with 1 hit point, right? So ditched his corpse and teleported and healed him since he's put him at 1 HP at the entrance. Was he just like laying down? Because it'd be funny if like you had to track him down on the floor that he died at, and if you don't do that, he's just not in the game anymore. Penna says, anyway, we love you. Maya Faye, Mia Faye, Pearl Faye, Trucy Wright, K Faraday, Espella, Cantabella, Athena Sykes, Jinxie Tenma, and Damien Tenma. Puppet Man, do not interact. Puppet Man. There was that, oh crap, yeah, from, was it Big Top Turnabout or Turnabout Big Top or whatever? There was the ventriloquist dummy guy, huh? Nora says Athena, Sykes, and Trucy Wright mention screams. Vex says Clavier also feels very plural to me. Quickita said, also the funny thing about that interaction when Aki died, Yukari is like, I'm so glad Aki, he goes back, he's so cool. Standing right next to his body. Peta said, if you believe in Athena Sykes' widget plurality real, you can have more Athena Sykeses. Magpie says, Clavier and Apollo both feel plural to me in different ways. Heck yeah. Queen Katie says, and Junpei had the gall to say, man, Akiko's so cool. I better not be lazy while the man is dead. Nora says, Yukari mentioned. Vex says, oh, and Robin Newman, of course. Oh, she was delightful. Nora says, more Athena and Sykeses. Panda said, people tend to laugh when people hear us say, Robin Newman, the world's first AFAB trans girl. Vex says, and Godot, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, because that was, actually, I'm not going to say the name in case anyone hasn't played that game. Vex says, Robin is, quote, my gender is whatever fits the bit. Nora says, what if it's not Clown Girl and some whole new character that shows up? Well, that'd be a bullcrap move for them to like just say, oh, it's none of these people, it's someone you've never met before. That's like the main rule of these type of things, right? It's got to be someone that you've met, which isn't the way it works in real life, I understand. So, okay, we should probably play a little more of the game. Hopefully, I'm getting a little bit caught up. Thank you for calling this disciple of the Tornado School of Rakugo back for an encore. It's me, the boob artist. I mean, balloon artist you all know and love. Gayru Tornado. Hey. 1, 2, balloon. See, there's the balloon physics for you. The balloon physics. Well. Do it again, please. I'm so lonely. Even though I'm married, the love has left my marriage. What wonderful balloon artistry. Here, Otter, please. Her eyes are up here. Now then, what would you like me to make for you this time? Actually, I called you back for more testimony. But I'm all talked out. This case has left me completely deflated. What? Oh, you didn't find that funny? It's because I'm not deflated. I have large bosoms. Anyway, what exactly is going on, Simon?
It seems the person who murdered Master Tornado was wearing perfume.
And you are the only person I could think of who wears perfume. Wait. Oh, you mean I'm a suspect now? Oh, let me just squeeze this giant stand-in for a boob. Gayru, you knew about Owen, right? Well, yes. I often played with him at Shisho's request. Oh, that's sweet. She's a murderer, but she babysat a kid, whom she then tried to frame for murder. So maybe she's not a good babysitter. Come to think of it, I think a babysitter who tries to frame the child being babysat is not good at babysitting. It just dawned on me. Ha! So that means you could have left that fake dying message, right? Oh, well, what? Just because I wear perfume and know Owen and killed him, you think I killed him? You think I'm a murderer? Oh, how could you? The witness is absolutely right, with no evidence but the distorted memories of a small child. It is outrageous of the defense to accuse this woman. That's right, you don't even have any proof. You may step down from the stand, Gayru. The defense does not have one scrap of evidence that connects you to the crime. Just wait 1 minute! I may not have proof, but Owen's testimony is still enough. Please, feel free to leave, Gayru. But I'm so close. There must be something I can do. Well, if the prosecutor says it's okay, then I guess I'll be going now, ... Silence!
Hi, Gayru. You're an entertainer, aren't you? Once you go on stage, it's your duty to complete your performance, is it not? So what are you doing leaving halfway through?
He just squirted all that air in her face. That feels like that was a euphemism for something. Maybe they do have a romantic relationship. There's a bandage on Gayru's forehead. Oh, there was? I wasn't even paying attention to that. I was looking to see if her nose would fall off. And since we know that Master Tornado's killer has a cut on their face somewhere, impossible.
How did you know, Simon? I didn't. I wanted to try and kill her.
Oh, I actually didn't.
I didn't, but I had to take a chance and see for myself. Otherwise, your theory would remain a groundless accusation.
Ha ha! Your Honor, Prosecutor Sadmati! The scent of perfume and injury on the forehead, these things are completely consistent with Owen's testimony. In short, the mysterious individual Owen saw in the dressing room could have been Gayru!
Miss Sykes, I'm gonna be honest, I have not been paying attention to anything. I have been entranced by those balloons. Does this mean you are formally indicting this witness for the murder of Typhoon Tornado?
Should your accusation prove to be false, I hope you are prepared to pay the price in full. No, we don't got the DC Act crap here, Nayuta. Simon, what price is he talking about?
I thought that should be obvious. Prosecutor Sad Monk is saying he'll see to it that you never stand in a court of law again.
I don't think prosecutors have that authority.
I must say, though, he knows how to make a trial interesting.
Just whose side are you on, Simon?
Go on, then. Into the deep end with you. You really have but one choice anyway.
Well, Miss Sykes, I'm waiting!
So is the chat. Let me save again. I should read some more in the chat. I hope I'm not like a full hour behind at this point. Let's see. Quick said, that said, though, Logan, I do have spoiler clips for next case for Spirited Justice. How? Already? Nora said, what if it was Simon? Simon's already been on death row, so I feel like that we've already treaded that path. Magpie says to Panda, you're so correct, though. Yeah, laughing. Vex says, honestly, who isn't plural in AA? Panda says, Larry. He tried, though. Nora said that one song that goes like, dance the night away. Not the Dua Lipa song is stuck in my head. Panda said, just like he tried being gay, he tried making a tulpa, but just couldn't. Quigator said, funny you say that, Vex lol. I've seen an actual AA meme on Tumblr that's like, it's all plural, always has been. Oh, the one with like the astronauts on the moon. Vex says, Larry has two very different portrayals in the first few cases, all subsequent games, and I'm still mad about it. Ray says, quote, I'm once again asking for your financial support. That's the one. Oh crap, so that's how far back we were when I was talking about Better Call Saul and Kim Wexler. Panda says, glances at the meme we made. Vex says, I'm 90% sure Panda made that meme, lol. Widow said, gambling is legal in a lot of states, but to play legally, you need to be 21 in most places. In some few places, you can gamble at 18. Really, that is like news to me. I did not know that. Then how come like you'll hear stories of like police busting up like poker games at people's houses and things like that? Oak says, I can't believe I didn't make that pun. This is why you're a streamer. What pun? What was the pun I did? Quick Katie says, you're the origin. Kudos, kudos. Nora said, I'm still waiting for Clown Girl to show up for my joke. Panda says, when Tumblr polls were on the rage, well, we're all the rage, and plurality polls started going out, typed out posts for a window for every poll. Nora said, it's a really good joke, I promise. Well, I hope you typed it before you left then. Panda said, we believe in you, Nora. Nora said, it's about homosexuals. Quick said, classic. I wish I was around back then. I would have been so feral. Vex says, old bag is definitely not plural, though that woman is so boring. She's practically a zero-lit instead of a singlet. Is a singlet? That sounds like a slur for people like myself who are not plural. Did you just slur me? Panda with a keyboard slam. Magpie says, not a single consciousness in that head. Magpie says, only complaints about youngins. Cricket said, okay, but imagine dying by dough. That's like a pillow death, but tasty. Well, it depends. Cause like, I feel like some mixes taste good. Like brownie mix, cake mix, banana bread mix. I don't know if dough sounds like it'd be tasty, but I feel like it'd probably be actually gross. Vex says, negative levels of sentient thought. Nayuta is never all right. Nora said, that just reminds me of one joke I saw of Athena. Instead of saying objection, this is how it would go. And this is why your defendant is Gil. Bullcrap, Your Honor. Oh, I think I saw that. Did somebody post that on Discord where she has like no filter? Quick said, Vero, doesn't this theory sound familiar? What theory? Vex says, Logan is cooking soba. Quick said, dumplings dog. Oh, that's what it is. Yes. So I'm still holding out on that. I think that's true. I think the dumplings that the dog was bearing was the soba dough, that she doesn't know how to make it, so she disposed of it rather than making it, you know? Well, Miss Sykes, I'm waiting. With regards to the witness, Gayru Tornado, the defense wishes to, yes, indict her. Why would we not? Did we save? I can't remember if we saved or not. Let's save just in case. I wonder if we'd get a bad ending if we said not indict her. Indict her! Ha! There's no reason for me to hold back. Not if I really believe in my client. The defense wishes to formally indict Geru Tornado for the murder of Taifu Tornado. I have tried to be merciful, but now not even your pleas will reach the Holy Mother's ears. You will have plenty of time to regret your decision in the pit of heck. Except I won't need to. I'm a good girl. I'm going to heaven, yo. The person who murdered the victim was not Mr. Wet. It was Geru Tornado! Why is she barefoot? That seems like an oddly specific detail. Oh darn it, I hoped her hair would be up because I missed seeing that. I couldn't see the bandage. I'll have to go back and watch the VOD to see what the bandage looked like. That bandage is just from a silly slip up I made while cooking yesterday, that's all. I was cooking soba noodles. I mean, I was not cooking soba noodles. What kind of extreme cooking were you doing to cut yourself on the forehead? What are those restaurants that you go to where they're like juggling the cleavers and doing tricks with it? Maybe it was that type of stuff. Well, what can I say? That's what happened. You also don't have an alibi for the period before 4 p.m., do you, Geru? But, I really didn't know anything was wrong until Shisho was found dead. If you don't believe me, then with a twisty twist twist. What you gonna make this time? Oh, what is that thing? Why does it have lips like that? And boom, there you have it, an adorable little kitty. Oh, because it has slits for eyes. It's a kitty. Oh goody, it's a kitty. How could you suspect a cutesy little balloon artist like me? Whoa! Geru, I've been meaning to say this for a while now, but I'm not into ladies, so your balloons have no effect on me. Could it be that you don't have an eye for balloon art? Don't you think I know that? You didn't have to come out and say it. Honestly, here's the thing. Even if her balloons are ugly, it is dang impressive to make stuff like that. Have any of you ever like tried to make balloon animals? That's why I keep joking about sausage links. That's all I can make. I'm the daughter of a great Rakugo artist. I never wanted to do stupid balloon art. I was supposed to be a Rakugo storyteller too, just like my late daddy. Oh, that's right. Do we have a motive for her at all? But Shisho told me to do balloon art instead. Is that why she killed him? I guess the victim thought she had no talent as a Rakugo artist either. So you're still gonna suspect a poor little thing like me? Please stop trying to skirt the issue. It all comes down to the scent of perfume and the cut on your forehead. You and the culprit in Owen's testimony share these two traits. You're dead set on accusing me, aren't you? Where'd the cake and the cat go? I gotta read some more in the chat because I'm still behind. Vex says, I still need to play the Layton crossover, so effing bad. I want to play, but the problem is there's like no legal way to stream it. I don't know if there's even a legal way to obtain it unless you want to pay a ton of money for the actual cartridge on like eBay or something. Magpie said, yeah, the thing I find funny is the Black Will is like, that was a lot of dumplings for a dog. And not, why are you giving the dog dumplings? Maybe she'd been plotting this for a long time and just got in the habit of always giving her dog dumplings. Quick said, is Vero doing a poll /clip / quote something right now, lol? Penna says, how do you think Taka knew how to get those manju buns? Nora said, hey, I need some good game recommendations. I like games like Fears to Fathom, haven't played it yet. I still haven't played that either. P3P, Once Human. Have I heard of Once Human? I don't know if I have. Ace Attorney, but I haven't played. Titanfall, Moonlighter, and Stardew. I've heard of Titanfall and Stardew. That's like a wide variety. I feel like if you like Stardew, you might like Animal Crossing. If you like P3P, you might like some of the other Persona games like Persona 4 Golden, maybe. Vera says to Queen Katie, tee-hee. Vex says, quote, Geru is a strange egg. Geru is a strange egg. I try not to ask too many questions or she stares into my soul. I think Black Will and Geru could maybe make a cute couple if she wasn't a murderer. Quick said, oh, also at this time we have 3 testimonies, aka 2 more and 1 last mood matrix. Well, we have like 35 minutes. I don't know if we'll be able to get those last 2 testimonies. If that's the case, though, we know for sure next time we are finishing this case. Quick said, we only have 3 left for the case, which is shocking with this case. 134-33. I'm getting further and further behind every time. Vex says, I would hope Team Past isn't Team Yuri, unless you're into that, which, valid, I guess in that case, just keep it to yourself. Why? Because like Team Past was the original squid. Oh, are they actual sisters? Are they related? The first two squid girls in the idol group? I don't know. I just know that they're like all girls except for Big Man, right? Vera said chat is a bit slow on my side for some reason, so I'm sorry if I respond to chat late. Stream is fine though. There's no worries, Vera, it's all good. Quick said, oh no, have you refreshed or put chat in a separate tab/window? Also, haha, classic Logan time here. Magpie says talk is allowed dumplings. He's basically a human with claws. Hang on. And quick with the hydrate. See, now you didn't have time to do an objection or a tomcat. Vex says, Taka is best bird. I'd have to think about that. Have we had best bird in any... What other birds have we encountered in other games? Vex says, Taka is allowed to drink as he is 21 years of age and is in possession of a driver's license. Hang on, I gotta breathe. Vera said, yep. Still like that for some reason. Nora said I never unlurked. Unlurk, thank you for the unlurk. Vex says literally everyone knows how to cut dough into noodles. It's strips, but it's probably hard to like get them uniform in length. Like cutting strips, it's like taking a long sheet of paper and just handing a pair of scissors and you're like cut it into like perfectly straight lines. It's gonna be really hard to do that. Nora says, quote, Auntie Athena, I'm crying, she's such a cutie. Quickita said, I low-key kind of hope the other three alters, when they wake up, they interrogate Athena if she treated Owen badly. Said, 3 left, yep, the final moon matrix is coming up. Puzzle, please pin that once you see it. Vex says, Peri is short for perisex, which is basically the word for not intersex. Quickita said, wrong wrong one, puzzles. Wrong one. Vera says, Nora says, lol. Quickita said, laughing so hard. Quickita said, I mean the answer for how much left in this case, lol. You're so fun, Vero. Vex says, another fun headcanon I have is that Simon knew about Uendo being plural the whole time and maybe even knew about Owen, but didn't want to forcefully out them, so he pretends to be oblivious, but knows he can't keep it from Athena long, lol. Quickita said, this is the final moon matrix there, Logan. After that, just 2 cross-examinations. And a lot of yapping. A lot of talking. Magpie says one thing I always point out is that every character in AA should be at least 30% nicer when not in court because they are experiencing literally the most stressful moment of their lives in court usually. I also feel like if you were Phoenix Wright or Apollo Justice or Athena, but mainly Phoenix Wright, if every year you stumbled upon as many murders as he does, because it seems pretty rare. Every once in a while, he'll actually just be approached by a client. It's like, hey, there was a murder. Usually he stumbles upon it. That is traumatic. Vera said you weren't specific. Quickita said, thank you, Vera. Look, I asked under the message. Magpie says, so fanfics are often not as out of character as people think because they aren't necessarily stressed out. Quickita said, aw, that's a fun headcanon. Vera said, I'm glad I can entertain. Laughing. Okay, I should probably play a little bit more. But I hope I'm getting a little bit close to this. Okay. You're dead set on accusing me, aren't you? Oh, well, here's what I have for naughty little girls like you with a twisty twist. Is she gonna make a balloon gun or something? Oh! I'm a cut you, witch! What? Wow, that was a bit of a change. Is it supposed to be a sword? Okay. I'm a cut you, witch. Go ahead, make me testify all you want. When the truth's revealed, it'll be your balloon of mine that goes pop. You got it? Oh my, is this yet another hidden personality? Simon, is everybody in the tornado school like this?
How should I know? I don't know. Why are you asking me? I don't know.
Oh, she's mad now. What I did before the murder. Yeah, I visited the dressing room during that time to make a cutesy call after my act. Shisho and Owen were in there, but they were both snoring up a storm. I saw the note Shisho left, so I just left. Didn't want to disturb them, you know. The perfume Owen smelled must have been left over from when I visited. She's a little bit more angry now. So Geru's saying she went into the dressing room but then left right away.
Don't take her at her word.
Come on, do you really think I would? I'm just trying to figure out how to get her to talk about what really happened by pressing the press button. Now then, Miss Sykes, you may proceed with your cross-examination. There we go, we made it to the next cross-examination. Oh, did you hear that sound effect? The boom. Cross-examination, what I did before the murder. Listen to it, listen to it. smack on her shoulder. That's hilarious. Well, it's not hilarious, but it's adorable. Okay, you guys know the procedure here. We gotta first of all save, and then we press everything, and then decide where the evidence is going to come. Pettit says, yeah, me actually does come out all the time through Maya, and she wears a comfy sweater, so we're not coping. What do you mean? Yeah, just a comfy sweater. Certainly not a plunging neckline. Pettit said, oh, Kabru is the current alter fronting the character from Dungeon Meshi. Okay, I haven't gotten far enough. I don't think I met Kabru, because there's the main guy, his name starts with an L. And then there's the elf girl, her name's like Marcel or something like that. And then there's Chilchuck, I think, is the short guy. And then there's the guy with a beard, and I think his name is like Menshi or something like that. I know that at some point they meet a cat girl. Nora said, done Menshi mentioned. Pena says, we have 4 fictives. Fallen, Marcel, that's who is Kabru, and the Red Dragon. Magpie says, most of mine are from Ace Attorney, so I get confused laughing. Weedle says, oh my bad, I meant to say stink puppy kicker. Ah! Nora said, I don't know what the context is, but I like Dungeon Meshi. Vex says, in brackets, passively stares at virtually entire effing cast of Ace Attorney fictives. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Nora said, oh, I was hoping it wasn't Clown Girl. Oh, it's totally Clown Girl, Nora. Magpie says, well, Vex, at least you don't have Clown Girl. Pettit said, oh, in the same way Patches, Kisegawa, and Owen are actually characters from Rakugo stories, our fictives are psychological recreations of Dungeon Meshi characters. Vex says, he exploded! True, although she isn't as bad as some possible options. Nora said, wait, are we gonna see Clown Girl? Will I be able to say my joke? Bring her out because I gotta go soon. Don't do it. I need to see Clown. Quigator said, well, I will say this, Logan. If you want to do Judge Hair sooner, I'd say it nowish. I think the next time we see this judge is in the DLC case. Oh no, because that's right, because I think we probably only have 1 case after this. And it's probably gonna be back in Karain. We can wait for the DLC case though, I guess. Nora said, do you know if we see Clown Girl really soon? Quigator said Clown Girl is the last 2 testimonies. Nora said, what does that mean? Quigator said, AKA, yes, she's soon. Nora says, yay, I need to share my joke. There we go, Quigator, 1:57:30. I'm now only about 35 minutes behind. I'm catching up. I'm slowly catching up. Yeah, I visited the dressing room during that time to make a cute... Oh, for some reason I think I misread it before as cutesy. A courtesy call after my act. Hold it! A courtesy call after your performance, huh? Come to think of it, Uwendo mentioned making the same kind of visit. Yeah, after a visit to your master. A visit to your master before and after your routine. That's just common courtesy with us Rakugo artists and entertainers. So that means you paid the victim a courtesy call before your performance too, right? What did you see at that time? He was having a drink and getting himself into a festive mood. He liked to say the drink and gave him a silver tongue. So he was already drinking by then? Wendell wasn't there in the dressing room yet at that time. He must have gone in there during my act, because when I went back... Shisho and Owen were in there, but they were both snoring up a storm. Hold it. Could you describe how they appeared? They were both stretched out on the floor, snoozing away. So sitting the victim up and over the table must have been the culprit's doing. After all, who wouldn't stretch out on the floor if they could take a nap? If they could, to take a nap. Plus, that matches up with what Owen said in his testimony. But if he was asleep, how could you tell it was Owen? How did you know it wasn't Uendo? I've known the guy for ages. One look at his face and I know which one I'm dealing with. I see. Okay, I like that. I like that explanation. I mean, she's obviously lying because she's a murderer, but I like the explanation. Hang on, I need a sip of water. There we go. Quigator said, oh shoot, if Logan is super duper smart, we might finish the case today. Do you think we got a half hour? Do you think maybe? Nora said, and yeah, that checks out because Clown Girl said Bucky told her to go away because her perfume would contaminate the food. Yeah, see? Nora said, bring out Clown Girl. I've been planning this joke for like 2 weeks, more like 1, but still. Quigator said, nah, the moment I wanted to clip was from the feather thingy, lol. Nora says, Logan, she's 19, cries. I was upset about the Athena stuff. I was upset about the Athena stuff, all that. What's wrong with her being 19? She's an adult. She's a grown woman. She can make her own choices. Don't dare try to tell Athena how to live her life. She's a strong, independent woman. Vex says, Logan, I'm sorry to say, but your parents are problematic. Joking. Okay, glad there's that joke in at the end there. Quickita said, I don't know about that, but the fact that you're making the harem joke when Owen is a part of that Logan style. Okay, I wasn't saying. Okay, but I was asking like in general. Owen isn't. He's not part of the harem. He's the child. Then how about that? How about he's the child of the harem? Panda says, admittedly, we've thought about that too, about being polyamorous with plurality. Magpie says, Owen doesn't have to be involved in the harem, so there's that. Well, see, there you go. Quickita said, true, he's just there playing games. Panda said, actually, we wrote a fic where Simon basically dates the first 3 and babysits Owen. Nora said, I have to go soon. I need to see Clown Girl. Weedle said, I'm gonna go to bed. Night. See you guys later. Good night, Weedle. I hope you're getting used to the new time zone and everything. Enjoy moving into your new place tomorrow, I think. Have a great rest of your night. Good night, Weedle. Quickita said 2 testimonies. We're nearing the end. Well, nearing is a subjective term in this community, I feel like. Magpie says, there you go, Nora. Nora said, thank you. I mean, see her. Like here. Yippee, yes, bring out the Clown Girl. Clown Girl. Quickita said, Clown Girl, Gale. I must be getting really close. You guys are talking about her appearing. Nora said, Geru. Quote, just a moment. Shut up, there's no time, Nayuda. And Nora says, oh my gosh, Athena, lol, are you sure? ... Magpie says, we need an anti-Tomcat to send Logan back to the game. Okay, that's true. Okay, so I will take that to mean I need to go back to the game. Nora even says, for real, I saw the note Shisho left, so I just left. Didn't want to disturb him, you know? Hold it. Where did you find your master's note? I don't know, can't remember. Did you notice anything else unusual or out of place in the room? Well, there was the sake and half-eaten manju on the table. But I didn't see anything else out of place or whatever in the room, though. Huh.
Oh, is that a fact?
Of course it is. What do you think?
And you didn't change anything around while you were in there?
I didn't do anything. Look, I'm telling you. I didn't see anything funny near Shisho and didn't touch anything in the room.
Oh, your baldness. I request that Geru's last statement be added to her testimony.
See, look at this. Blackwell is doing Athena's job for her. Why can't we just be Blackwell? Simon! What's a statement like that going to do for us?
Just play along and you'll see soon enough.
Ugh! Is it going to be the fact that the TV was where it should have been? That... Okay, because what's... Hang on. I gotta check what was the schedule of acts. And I don't know if the... Is there supposed to be an intermission between all of them? So Geru performs her balloon act, then Uendo is to do his Soba Glutton. So this was after her act, but before Uendo went and performed? Wait. Yeah, so I'm just trying to put the order of events into my head so when the TV would have been moved. Obviously, Geru moved the TV, but still. Okay, anyway, let's keep going. I have no problem with adding that to the testimony, but how about you, Miss Sykes? I have no problem with it either, Your Honor. What is Simon thinking? I didn't see anything funny near Shisho and didn't touch anything in the room. Okay, so this obviously we're going to present evidence to, but let's press her first to see what else she says. Hold it! So I just want to confirm you didn't see anything at all unusual or out of place anywhere around the victim.
I already told you nothing.
And you didn't touch anything at all in the dressing room?
How many times I gotta say it? No, I didn't touch anything.
Wait, but then, is she saying she didn't see, like the TV and the... Anyway, what Uendo immediately saw when he checked the victim's body? Oh, so Geru, she said she walked in and saw them snoozing. So I guess this means that what she's trying to imply is that he was already dead and she didn't realize he was dead. So it's going to be that she didn't see the blood on his face. Does that mean it wasn't there yet at that time?
Oh, hold on. I guess there was something.
What is it?
The soba making equipment was already there in the room. That means Bucky must have been there in the dressing room before me doing something.
Arg! Thanks for the non-help. Well, a new statement has been added. But she's still sticking to her guns.
She said she didn't see anything unusual in the dressing room. But that strikes me as a little strange on its own.
Really? Why? Bye!
If Master Tornado really is the one who left that, you'd think Geiru would have noticed it. And if Master Tornado wasn't the one who left it, then we must ask, who did? You know what I'm getting at, don't you, Athena?
I think so! I really appreciate Simon's help, but I've got to come up with the answer myself this time. Okay, so we talked about the blood on his face, but what evidence shows the blood on his face? Let's go to that last statement again. Oh, hang on, I don't think we never got to press her on the perfume. Yeah, hang on. Hold it. So I guess when we added the statement, we just skipped right to that statement. So you admit that the scent Owen smelled when he witnessed the crime was from your perfume?
Yeah, sure, why not? Well, it proves is I was in the dressing room anyway. Ha! Yeah, ha! Ha! I don't do a thing to prove I killed Shisho.
That may be true, but
Bucky's the one who bumped off Shisho.
there we go. So now let's save and figure out which piece of evidence we're going to present to this statement here. So save. And then we got to figure it out. So I assume they're talking about the blood on his face. It's either that or the note that said he was sleeping or something. So let's look at the court record. We get the diagram of the backstage. I don't think that's going to help us with anything here. The crime scene is probably this. We're going to have to click something in the crime scene, but let's come back to that. Taifu's autopsy report just says suffocating, nothing found in his lungs. The wet soba deed. Invitation, that just has the order of the acts in the show. Simon's statement, Tornado confirmed alive at 4 p.m. Owendo discovered the body upon entering the room. And this is the whole thing with the dumplings. That's going to be probably later a piece of evidence to show how she disposed of the noodles. Oh, the Karuta cards! Maybe it's this? Although that is the type of thing that you might just not notice. Okay, so it's either going to be something from this. I think you told the duck. I did save, but I'm going to save again just in case. Thank you, Toilet Duck. I'm a good trained Pavlovian dog. Wait, is that the right one I clicked? Yeah, that one. Okay, so it's either going to be something from the crime scene photo or it's going to be the Karuta cards. So let's try presenting the cards first, because that's actually something to point at. Because if it's the crime scene photo, I don't know how we would show like the lack of something like the blood. So let's try presenting this. Hey, there we got it. Geiru, you said that you didn't notice anything odd or unusual near your master. You also said you didn't touch anything in the dressing room.
That's right, what about it?
Then I wonder who left that dying message with the Karuta cards.
What are you going on about? It had to have been that Bucky.
Sorry, but that's not possible, because only 3 people knew of Uendo's personalities: Uendo, your master, and you!
Hey, go!
If Bucky had left that Karuta message, he wouldn't have spelled out Owen. He would have spelled out Uendo.
What it boils down to is this: as a member of the Tornado School, you, Geiru Tornado, are the only one who could have left that dying message. Okay, that kind of begs the question, why did she not just spell out Uendo?
Dude, that voice must hurt your throat. Here's a dime to tell you to drink water.
Thank you very much, Vero. I do appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate both the dime and the hydration, so thank you very much, Vero. And, but yeah, like, why would she go out of her way to spell out Owen Forth instead of just Uendo? I mean, maybe she just, like, couldn't find the right cards or something, couldn't find a U, but somehow found a 4? Because as I said before, this wouldn't be a good framing to, like, frame somebody else for murder if nobody knows of the person that you're framing, right? Anyway, let me read some chat here. Let's see, Quicketta said, I kind of wish/hope that for AA7 we get Judgy as our defendant. Oh, I would love that. I love Judge Udgy. I love that he appeared in, oh, you know, I'm not gonna say specifically about that though. Eglin said, could still be her forehead. It's covered with hair. Nora said, wow, look at all the rainbow accessories. I guess you could say she really puts the gay in Geiru. Is that your joke, Nora? That's good. Said, I've been waiting so long to say that. Penna says, thank you, ha ha ha. Vera said, she's so joyful. Nora said, Geiru, the homosexual I think you are. Quickita said, oh, I just realized Logan mentioned Betty extremely earlier. Betty with a heart. Patty said, BRB, we're going to pick up our partner, Kabru. I still need to figure out which character that is from Dungeon Meshi. Nora said, hi, Gayru. Quickita said, Eddie bets on the devs had a lot of fun with Gayru's model. Maybe a little bit too much fun. Nora said, oh my gosh, Judge. Oh, definitely. Eglin said, let me post D&D lore Twitch. Nora said, Athena, you know you kind of like her. Y'all already know I headcanon her as a resident of the Alphabet Mafia. Eglin said, slowly working on D&D character lore. Her name is Azrael Naxori. Hope I'm saying that right. She is a tiefling who left home at 14 because she doesn't delve, for reasons she doesn't delve into, because I haven't written it yet, and lived on the streets since stealing and hopping from city to city to survive to the point where she does it without thinking. I like that. I also like the name Azrael. Here's what you gotta do. She left home because... I was gonna go with the bread bowl route, but you don't want to repeat the bread bowl. You gotta find something as brilliant as the bread bowl, though. Quickita said, by the way, at this point, I've been trying to look it up. We barely have any concept art for this case, just a bunch of poses and stuff, but there are 2 poses of Gayru with a ponytail. Magpie says, ooh, we doing D&D lore? Nora said, I have to go. All right, take care, Nora. I'm glad that you were able to stick around for Gayru showing up, and thank you for your joke. Have a great rest of your night. I hope you enjoy the final... We're 15 minutes away from the 3-hour mark. Oh, crap, we need to start looking for raid suggestions. Time slips away so fast. But have a great rest of your night, Nora! Quickita said, bye, Nora. Quickita says, clipping for Logan. Oh, the bandage, please do! Magpie says, do not ship Blackwell and the clown girl. He can do so much better. Okay, that's fair. Here says, ad quote, he just squirted all that air in her face. Oh, Quickita said, for Logan, with the bandage thingy, lol. Okay, I need to watch this. I gotta pay attention and see what this looks like because I was looking at her nose to see if that was gonna fall off and completely missed the bandage. So hang on. Let me pop this up at the clip viewer so we can see it. This clip is titled Bandage and Balloons. This is still from a half hour ago. I'm so far behind.
So what are you doing leaving halfway through?
Oh, there is! This big one right in the middle! How'd I miss that? He just squirted all that air in her face. That feels like that was a euphemism for something. Maybe they do have a romantic relationship. Thank you so much, Queen Katie, for posting that clip so I could see it. I really appreciate that. Moonlight says, hi, Logan. Hour mark 2:15. Holy cow, half hour behind. How you doing, Moonlight? Said, see you when you catch up in an hour. It's only been a half hour tonight. Quickita said, oh my gosh, wait, that clip URL. No, wait, what does it say? It's the URL is annoying ugliest puppy Ellie Giggle? Bucky says, when do the executions begin? As soon as we get a guilty verdict, we drag him out back and bullet to the back of the brain pan. Quickita said, not annoying ugliest puppy. No! Quickita said, I have check spreadsheet 6 spoiler clips for next kiss 6. Maybe more if you smart and make me choke again, Logan. Oh, because they're probably gonna have like a lot of story conclusion stuff, huh? Nora said, my messages aren't sending. Really? Because I feel like I'm seeing the ones I'm reading out loud. Nora said, my messages no send. Quickita says, I see this one. Nora said, bye, Gayru, the homosexual. I think you are. By Athena, the amazingly silly cutie, not a chicken homosexual, I know you are. Quickita said, Logan, remember how I blamed a dog during my last Yangtze stream? We're making the same argument you made for this case. Obviously, I was wrong, but surely you're right here. Like with the dumplings, the dog was not a murderer. The dog was an unwitting accomplice to murder. Nora says, as I rest, you hear it with the bell. What?
Oh my god, sorry to use bits for this, but I'm so excited ABT this. The official One Piece had posted a sneak peek of the next One Piece live action season, and it's the backside of Chopper.
Oh, nice! Okay, I actually still haven't watched the live action One Piece yet. I need to, because I've heard that it's actually good. And I like the clips. I think I saw a clip with the guy playing Bucky the Clown. And I love Bucky the Clown. I love in anime when you have like a bad guy really early on that the heroes defeat, and then he kind of goes on his own journey throughout the series. An example of that is, do any of you guys ever watch Big O? I love the character Beck, was his name. He's the guy in the yellow suit. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I need to watch it. But here, okay, I was gonna ask, don't answer. But I need to know, what I need to know is what they're doing for Chopper. If they're going full on CG, I kind of hope they would do practical. Part of me wants Chopper to be a Muppet. Is that wrong of me to want Chopper to be a Muppet? But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I do need to check that out. Thank you very much. You could like post a link to it maybe in the videos channel on Discord. I would love to see that. Thank you for the 10 bits, Vero. There's Nora saying, as I rest, you hear me mumble through the vents.
There's an airy echo throughout Logan's house. Quote, Athena Sykes is the best lawyer and best girl and definitely a lesbian. Back on topic, she's best girl and I will defend her and love her forever, end quote. Well, thank you for your endorsement of Athena, Nora. She is a competent lawyer, I guess. Squeaky said, Logan, would you wear shoes in that room? Wait, what? Probably. Like, if I'm not home, I don't take my shoes off at other places unless I have to. Like, it's okay. Sometimes, like, there's a sushi restaurant I've been to a number of times that they kind of, they ask you to take off your shoes before you step up into the area where you sit at the table. But for the most part, like, if I am away from home, my shoes are staying locked on my feet. I'm just saying. Nora said, could anyone see my messages? I could. Quickita said, I see them. Magpie says she's barefoot because Japan, they take their shoes off in the house. Well, shouldn't she at least have socks? Or don't they do a thing in Japan? Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't they, like, when they take off their shoes at places, they have, like, little slippers they put on, right? Like indoor slippers? Nora said, yippee! Okay, good night, everyone. Good night, Nora! Sleep well. Thank you for being here. Magpie said, don't worry, Logan. I did clip the bandage moment. Thank you again for that, Queen Katie. Vex says, Athena is into ladies. She's just not into clowns. Magpie says, her balloon dog has eyes and brows that don't connect to anything, so I'm pretty sure she's doing balloon magic. Look at the teeth! I know, it is impressive. They aren't cute, but like what she's doing with the balloons is really impressive. Quigita says, for real, I mean, Junie is right there. Well, no, Juniper is for Apollo. Quigita said, yup, I can at least see us finishing the case, then starting the next one in the next stream. Eglin said, Squid Sisters are cousins. I did not know that. So my apologies. That was unwitting incest implications. Beowulf said, I'm pretty sure I know exactly the place you're, wait, hang on. Pretty sure I know exactly the place you're talking about, so doxing yourself again. Do you? I'll tell you exactly where it is, because it's where the theater I used to perform at was. It was right around the corner from it. But I don't go there anymore because the whole thing with the pandemic shut down, and it shut down. But anyway, it was a place called, crap, now I'm spacing. What was it called? It wasn't Tsunami. It was a sushi place. Crap, I can't remember what it's called now. I'm gonna have to look it up because I haven't been there I've been there since before the pandemic now. I've forgotten the name of the sushi place. Holy crap. It's like it's downtown Salt Lake. Anyway, I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of the sushi place, but thank you, Bayo, for watching out for me. Vex says they're cousins. Magpie says, quote, what other birds have we encountered? Sir, have you forgotten Polly the parrot? Oh, that's right. Then we had to get a testimony from Polly. Have there been others? I feel like that we should have seen a lot more birds than that. Quick is at 2:27:40. I'm catching up. Look at that. I'm like 25 minutes behind now. Bucky says killing someone with a balloon sword. Gotta add that to the manual later for you and your mercs. Quick said, excuse me, Logan. Magpie says, I love how people prefer to have met fictional characters when they haven't gotten to the characters yet. I think that's lovely. Oh, refer to having met them. I like that too. It's like, yeah, I haven't met that character yet. Quickita said the bearded man is Senshi. Okay, not Menshi. Senshi, I'm sorry. Quickita says, AKA my love. I've only seen one episode. I don't remember all their names. Says, I mean, Logan, you pretty much figured out everything you could do it tonight. In 10 minutes? We've been going late so often lately. Although, technically, the sooner that we get to the end of this, the sooner that we get to start Edgeworth investigations. But here's the problem. Here's the honest to goodness problem. It will be like that final stream for Persona 3 Reload, where it's like, oh, okay, we're at the end. We'll totally keep going, and then it was like an extra hour and a half. I mean, because even if you have like your thing that says like 2 cross examinations, there's gonna be a lot of stuff in between that. So I don't think we're gonna. We'll keep going until we find a good pausing point. So we might go a little bit over, but I don't think we're gonna try and motor through to the end tonight. I'll read a few more comments though. Quickita said, not counting the revisualization, we're looking at 6 things left. Yeah, that's an entire stream. That is an entire stream. Quickita said she's sticking to her. Never mind. I tried to make a balloon gun pun. It spelled out badly. Beowulf! Oh, there's because when you did the pin message, I didn't even hear you come in. Says, hello, lonely man. Ew. Gayru. How you doing, Beowulf? Other than getting here to see Clown Girl. How are you? Vera said, even if you say balloon sword, it sounds wrong. Bill says, good music at least, though. Good indeed. Hang on. Let me have a sip of water and breathe for a second. There we go. We should play a little bit more.
We're 5 minutes away from the 3-hour mark. Well, 6 minutes. So if you got raid suggestions, let me know. Let's keep going. Are the only ones who could have left that dying message. And as the person who left that message, it's clear that you are Master Tornado's killer. Oh, don't bite it. It's gonna pop. It's gonna pop. It's gonna pop. Oh, will you ever quit your yapping? Hey. I like to think the flower is like what you aim for. If you had 2 swords like that, it'd be like fencing with the goal is to hit the other's flower. And if you do, then you get a point. You are like wretches clinging to the spider thread of salvation. Allow me to cut that holy thread from the heavens and bring you back down to earth. Would you quit butting in whenever things start to go my way? Oh. He just stopped the music with a clap. Silence, child. Playtime is over. What did you just say? As the witness stated, she went into the dressing room and soon came back out again. But the victim's note was not the only reason she left with such haste. There was another reason that compelled Gayru to leave at once. Gayru, would you please relate said reason to the court? How do you know this, bro? There was a reason why Gayru had to leave the dressing room? Why? Well, I didn't want to show you this, but I guess I have no choice. Oh, judgy. Unbutton, unbutton, unbutton. And pull out the blouse, a piece of paper that has something written on it. Ah! Keep your eyes peeled, because here it comes. Whoa! Whoa! Burnt hand! Your hand is all swollen and red. What happened, Gayru? It's probably from the boiling water from the soba. If you must know, I'm allergic to buckwheat! Well, crap. What? So maybe it wasn't soba dough, maybe it actually was dumplings that she suffocated him with? No, hang on, no! Rewind! I thought the I'm allergic to buckwheat would be an excuse for why that she can't do the soba. She said she's allergic to buckwheat. The murder weapon was buckwheat dough that the murderer shoved into someone's face, and her hand is all sweat and swollen from an allergic reaction to buckwheat. This should be evidence in our favor. Oh, there's a poll. What's a case would Simon love to prosecute this game? The foreign turnabout, the magical turnabout, the right of turnabout, or this case? Oh, that's a good question. Like to prosecute. Huh. I feel like, I don't know, he might like magical turnabout, but then again, he also might get like annoyed with all the shenanigans. Maybe he'd like the more serious, he might like the more seriousness of like rebels and things like that. He could kind of think of it as samurai stuff. So I'm gonna click the right of turnabout. That one. Yeah. Allergic reactions to buckwheat can vary, though they're usually on the severe side. With Taifu Tornado making soba noodles in his dressing room, Gayru is lucky to still be alive, considering all the soba flour that was swirling in the air. Good thing I left pretty quick. I managed to escape with just a mild reaction right here on my murdering hand. I mean, my not murdering hand. But I touched Shisho as he was being carried away, and look what it did to my poor hands. So that's why she did this, because she knew that she was having an allergic reaction and wanted to have an excuse for why it was happening. And this is like a day later, so they're still red and swollen? It must have been soba broth on his clothes or something. If I'd inhaled any of that soba flour, I'd have had a seizure and it'd be good night, Gayru! I never could have stayed in that dressing room for very long. A person allergic to buckwheat couldn't be in a room with soba flour in the air. And certainly couldn't use soba dough as a murder weapon either, or if she did, she'd have red swollen hands. This isn't good.
You knew it would come to this, didn't you? That's why you never mentioned her allergy.
As if I would do anything so underhanded. I was simply trying to protect the privacy of this witness. Wah! I'm sick of all these accusations. Why don't I just testify and get it all out in the open, yeah? This is our final cross-examination. Witness testimony, Gay Rouge buckwheat allergy. Hang on. I just noticed her nose has physics too. Look at it. Look at the nose bouncing around. Let's save again. I gotta breathe. Oh, and the poll is almost done, so we gotta check the results of the poll. And the winner is Ride of Turnabout with 63% of the votes. Oh, Quick said final testimony. I know it's a final testimony, but then there's also gonna be a lot of stuff afterward. I'd be willing to bet if I was a gambling man, I would say that if we paused tonight before this testimony, then next time we do Ace Attorney, we will not finish this chapter in the first hour. That is what I'm going to guess. And we'll see if I'm right. Let's see. Quigator says, howdy. If things go well, we might beat this case tonight. Bayo says, ayo. Vera said, I don't know, man. I don't trust him to do it. Open chat on mobile. Quigator says, oh, that works too. Guide said to present the crime scene photo. Wow. Today I learned you can just present cards. Oh, okay, so I guess it would have accepted either. Because I guess the second photo shows where the cards were. Okay. Quigator said, yeah, girl literally blamed a 5-year-old, framed a 5-year-old. Love how TTS voice put period in like, here's a dime to tell you to drink water. Like it was worried you were gonna drink pain or something. Yeah, it's like, here to drink water. Well, I might have left to fix myself some chocolate milk. If you were laughing, Eglin said, raid suggestion. Okay, let me copy this raid suggestion down. Thank you very much, Eglin. I feel like, obviously, usually Crystal gives like a bunch of raid suggestions, but she also may have had to like pop out to go to class because I know that lately the latter portions of our streams have been overlapping with her schooling. Oh, darn it, Eglin, that raid suggestion is not live anymore. Looks like it just recently went offline. I'm so sorry. Panda said, finally back. Is the stream ending? I mean, not yet. But we're getting there. Quinkita said, Chopper, his arc was one of my faves so far. Vera said, I'm so excited for Chopper. Give him to me. Quinkita said, I can't wait to see it. Oh, there's Crystal with some raid suggestions. Okay, so I'll copy these ones over as well. And hopefully some of these will still be, almost said alive instead of live. But let me copy these down. Vera says, same. Magpie says, Zuko from Avatar also does that journey. Wait, crap. Which journey were we talking about? Oh, okay. I would actually argue, because we were talking about Bucky and like Beck from Big O. I would argue though that Zuko is a little bit different, because Zuko is really not just a like bad guy from early on that becomes important later. Zuko really is, even from like the get-go of Avatar: The Last Air Defender, a secondary antagonist. Not antagonist, excuse me, secondary protagonist, I think. What do you call it? Deuteragonist or something like that? Because it's really like, here is Aang and Katara and Sokka's story. And then here is also Zuko's story. So I would classify him a little bit different. I think he's a bit more than that, is it fair of me to say? Let's see. Quickgator said, Muppet Chopper, please. See, I also have a longing for more practical effects. I think it'd be fine if they like enhanced it with CG, but I would like to see practical. Quickgator said, imagine the cast doing videos with the Muppet because they have a bunch of random funny cast videos. Vera said, I gotta skip the quotes, unfortunately. Vera said, I don't know if he is, but to be honest, he looks like he looks, by the looks of it, CG. I will send the anime channel. Thank you, Vero. Beowulf said, I'm pretty sure I know exactly the place you're talking about, so doxing yourself again. Where was the place you were thinking, Beowulf? Magpie said, why would Juniper and Apollo date when Clavier met Apollo and immediately started flirting with him? Well, as some individuals in our chat have pointed out, Apollo has 2 hands. Beowulf says, Osaka, near Leighton Hills Mall. No, it's not that place, actually. I don't think I've ever been there. Is it good? Crystal said, Logan, with a gun. Stop boxing yourself. Peta said, dates your murder boss's younger brother out of spite. Crystal laughing. Magpie says, you're darn right, it's out of spite. Quickgator said, 2:52:11. Oh, look at that. I'm only 11 minutes behind. Quickgator said, we should start next stream at a very fresh start with a case. 4 things now, not including the revisualization. By the way, sort of hate this plot twist law. Like, oh, sure, now you're telling us she's allergic. Let me breathe, hang on. Magpie says, you think it would have come up a bit sooner? Well, you can see even Blackwell was kind of mad at that, but Blackwell pulled that same kind of crap. This would never fly in real life. Like, evidence discovery is a thing. In real life, at least in the United States, prosecutors are required by law to disclose everything with the defense. Queen says, yeah, Bale said, that's not suspicious at all that she had that reaction. Magpie says, I want to see Simon and Trucy interact, so magical turnabout for me. Bucky said, I wonder if she's allergic to Bucky wheat. I hope not. Do you have wheat, Bucky? Vera said, I love Simon in that one picture. Magpie says, I don't know if I realized the pun in Bucky's name until now. Yeah, Bucky wheat is buckwheat. Vera said, so I don't mind seeing it over and over. Queen said, yes, final testimony. Vera said, Bucky because buckwheat, right? Yep. And Bucky with the dancing emos. Queen said, look, you could just be done with gameplay and then do story on Sunday. I don't know. I feel like this is maybe a decent cliffhanger. Magpie said, we would if you'd focus on the game, but what fun would that be? Vera said he's not that behind. Magpie says affectionate. Crystal says, oh, those streamers are alive, Logan. Magpie says, Deuteragonist, yes. Anti-hero, perhaps? Well, I feel like an anti-hero can also just be a side character, but yeah, like Deuteragonist. Thank you, Magpie. Bill said, also never forget how bad your improv headshot is. Okay, yes, it is awful, Beowulf. Part of it's because, like, it was shot in, like, really high resolution with very little in the way of touch-ups or anything like that. It like, shows every flaw in my face. Magpie says Apollo has two hands, and so does Juniper, baby. Poly Squad. Well, in that case, you're just going to create a chain of people going all the way around the world. But maybe that's beautiful. Bill said, yes, Osaka is good. I recommend them. And there, 3 hours, 5 minutes, 59 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night. Hang on, I gotta catch my breath. Hang on, let me catch my breath. Oh my gosh. Ha. Wow. Okay, so let's see, where are we in the stream here? Did we save before beginning this cross-examination? We gotta save. Save. But at least that didn't take as much time as the past couple of streams to catch up. When Bucky Dancing Queen says, I guess thank you for the balloony stream. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead now, and we will initiate our raid. Looks like the person with the fewest number of viewers is this one, who's playing a spooky game. It's by the same people who made the Quarry. The Devil in Me. I'll probably have to duck out, because, like, if I ever obtain this game, I'd want to play it on my own. I don't want to have spoilers, though. But it's a warning. It may be spooky and gory. Quick said, see you tomorrow for some depression featuring emo robot with dead girlfriend. People said I got 3-item bento and substitute sushi roll for a more fancy roll, which is very good. Oh, really? Nice. Oh, and done. Yes, thank you very much, both Bucky and Vera, for typing in the raid message. Yes, for anyone who's lurking, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this and Persona 3 Reload, the DLC episode, I guess, the answer. So that'll be tomorrow on Friday. Sunday, we're going to pick up where we're leaving off tonight with this cross-examination, finish this case, and move on to the next one. Also, if you see Vero posted, you might have to scroll up a little bit, a link tree that has a Discord invite link, my TikTok, where a month later I'm still shadow banned, YouTube, Twitter, all the fun things. See, and Quick said bye-bye. Vera said see you guys tomorrow. Chris says bye-bye. Yes, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I had a lot of fun here tonight. We got a lot closer to Blackwell than I ever thought we would. I am enjoying this case, so I may also be trying to stretch it out a little bit before we get back to the main story. But I love and appreciate you all. You all are the best. We'll see you back here tomorrow for Persona 3 episode I Guess the Answer. And then on Sunday, we'll do more of this. You're awesome. I love and appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your night. Enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye. And for those watching the VOD, good night as well.